Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the one and only GLL Chicken or Nothing for a PUBG. And before we head down to more details on this, again, I am Archer Perez, now joined with a new caster for today, Sneaky Frog. So, Sneaky Frog, how are you feeling right now for this streamer matchup for GLL Chicken or Nothing?
I feel like it is gonna be hype. I know you guys are, we are switching around, but it is fine. Everything's gonna be fine in the end. They're still fixing around stuff, but it is gonna be a hype day. 6 maps of PUBG with your favorite streamer all over Asia, not just exclusive to Southeast, because we have someone all the way from Bangladesh actually playing. So this is going to be interesting because it is going to be a clash of people from different Asian countries. Who is going to be the best streamer that comes out in number 1? And
yes,
yeah.
And it's really interesting to see as we went along for two past weeks of intense matchups. In the past 2 weeks, we've been having tyrant teams that really dominated the scene. I'm really curious if we're gonna be seeing a tyrant team going through this week number 3, but we will do check out the teams that is involved in the week number 3. And like you said, we have multiple countries joining this. We have Bangladesh, we have Philippines, Indonesia, Mongolia, Australia, and even India and Malaysia, Thailand. So here we go. I'm gonna mention the first 8 teams. It's gonna be Just Moments for Team Thailand and Rosy Cheeks for Team Philippines. For Team Mongolia, that's gonna be Zobut, RulleT, Bat Bayar. And for Malaysia, ShaniceLove. For Indonesia, that's Thuglice Game TV. For India, Vedzz Gaming. And for Taiwan, it's gonna be WinNie. And for Bangladesh, gonna be ZE-TsnNeer. And Sneaky, who do we got for our second half of the 16?
And yes, for the other side, we do have Ajraf Nafiu from Bangladesh, Aljnbotz from the Philippines, BliMade Gaming from Indonesia, Boss B from the Philippines as well. Then I'm sorry if I butcher your name, Denouvo from Indonesia, eSport Channel, E-Sport Channel, but his name is Munzune from Mongolia, Kopt from New Zealand, all the way down south, and Miryan Dita from Indonesia as well.
There you go. That's going to be our 16 teams that will be competing for the chicken dinner. And correct me if I'm wrong, as far as I know, it's going to be a $400 chicken dinner for the teams who would be competing in this week of our GLL Chicken or Nothing. So again, we're gonna be going for Miramar, and I just want to talk about a team here. Actually, I'm actually rooting for, not biased in terms of country. I just know how they play. It's gonna be Aljnbotz from the Philippines. They dominated a recent major tournament, Philippine qualifier, and they rise up to the top. How about you, Sneaky Frog? Do you have any teams that you are going to be rooting for in this 16 lineup?
I feel like I want actually Kopt to win. I do watch him sometimes on his channel, and him being so far away compared to other people in this server is gonna be a handicap, but I do want the guy to get the win. And it is not your conventional PUBG tournament where you have points and everything. It is based on whether or not you get the chicken dinner. If I'm not mistaken, that's the format.
Kills do matter though. Like what happened last week. Kills really racked up and it went neck to neck with the scores because of the kills. And you could say it's a kill-centric matchup. And of course, the chicken dinner will really play a huge part in terms of getting the top spot. Like the first week and second week, we've been seeing teams that really dominate in terms of kills, not only kills, and also grabbing the chicken dinners. I'm really curious if we're gonna see those type of matchups and that type of dominance in our week number 3. So for the people there who are watching in Facebook is gonna be powered by SpawnPoint. Big shoutouts to SpawnPoint. Do share the stream, and also the people watching over at Twitch. Do follow the page for more streams of GLL Chicken or Nothing. So Sneaky, about Miramar. Since we're gonna going to Miramar, what can you say about the landscape of Miramar as we go down there for our first game?
I mean, Miramar definitely, it is the desert map. It is more open, just like the other tournaments that we casted. It is not when it comes to the open areas. There's not much cover other than some rocks and some mountains. So I do think that if teams can take advantage of that and have very aggressive plays and take advantage of people who have, let's say, a worse aim than them, then yeah, I do think they can take over the game if they can take advantage of the lack of cover outside. But the problem is, if the circle does land on one of the buildings, you're gonna have to take control of that place very early, because if you don't, as soon as you walk into the building, it's a walking death trap.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like you said, it's gonna be a long range battle, and people would be having huge advantages if they have the better aim. And with that said, we will be going in to Miramar for our first game, and I hope you guys have your snacks, you have your food ready, because it is gonna be a long and good one for our week number 3 GLL Chicken or Nothing. As I've heard from our backend, we are in our plane and would be dropping in a bit for Miramar. And with that, do follow the pages and also share the stream. And I just want to put some points actually in Miramar as well, just to add on what you have shared with us, which is having long range battles. And the thing is, the terrain there is so harsh. There's lots of ridges, and a car is a necessity, especially moving forward in later circles. And not only that, the compounds there are really siegeable. If that's a word. Just bring some cars, ram it to a compound, and it's gonna be a huge firefight coming in. And there's lots of pros and cons in Miramar. I actually just prefer Erangel myself, but Miramar is gonna be a really challenging map for most teams, because some teams are really focused on just being good in one map, and some teams are just diverse and active on both. So Sneaky, how about you on being on Miramar and Erangel? Where do you favor the most?
I do think that the higher points of the map is definitely an advantage when it comes to those open open battles on the outside. But I do think those compounds do give you a little bit of the advantage, especially one of the more complicated ones. If I'm not mistaken, the one in Power Grid is one of the more complicated compounds that you can see in Miramar. So I really do think that the teams who can adapt the fastest to the circle, or whatever circle that they have right in front of them, are gonna pull out some wins. And I do think this map does reward aggression, because if you do go for those kills, the map is gonna allow you to do so with, just like we said, the lack of cover. And also, if you already have control of the map, like, that's basically easy breezy. You just click heads as soon as they walk into whatever compound you're already in. And yeah, that's already it. And countdown has already started, and I do think the plane is about to fly above Miramar, and let's get things started.
All right, here we go. Game number 1 for week 3 of GLL Chicken or Nothing for Miramar. And we are gonna seeing the flight path in a bit. Gonna be 1 out of 6 rounds, guys. Gonna be 1 out of 6 games. As we can see, it's gonna be flying through up to Puerto Paraiso, and we are seeing teams really dropping really early, like Team Philippines there, and it's gonna be a clean spread here for our teams.
There's actually more teams up to the north. So the Taiwanese team has to be careful. They're going to be up against Monzune, the esports channel from Mongolia. They do want to go aggressive and get some kills very early on. They're welcome to do so, but I do think some of the other teams, like the light blue team, I think this is a Rosy Cheeks' squad, decided to play it safe around the north of these two squads, and the rest of them, common. I would say, common drops. You're gonna need to fight for those. You're gonna need to fight for those cars to get around. I do think some of these teams are just gonna, get like a single car, maybe a 4-seater, and just drive out, try to get some loot on Alcantara or maybe on Monte Nuevo. And yeah, this could be good for them. And the first circle is already out, and it is around Picado and La Benita, and this is gonna be interesting because the amount of buildings that you have in this circle is actually pretty tremendous.
I do agree with you, and people will be garrisoning some places straight up after they do get their loot ready. And like you said, I really like the point you gave out. People just gonna be looting and moving forward with vehicles. But I just want to give a recap on what happened last few weeks. Oh, all that thought, someone's gonna get fired. Aljnbotz Coffee Blanca taking out a neighboring team here, just trying to scout out an area here, but sadly Copico Blanca is just there waiting and just looting in peace, and he got taken out. That's gonna be the first kill on the board. But yeah, people be moving in Miramar. It's gonna be really dangerous and actually beneficial at the same time. It's a double-edged sword, as people would be getting info, getting a new place, but the thing is, you will get shot at. As the past 2 weeks, we've been seeing some highlights on teams getting wiped out, being in one vehicle and being in two vehicles. They just keep on gunning down vehicles here. So of course, it's a need, it's a must to move quickly as far as possible and as fast as possible, because the open fields here, if you just continue to run, you will still get shot. So it's really up to your discretion on what's the better path to take.
Yeah, and Alden's team, he did not want to be that squad to encounter his squad, because yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. Look at what happened to that guy. He got shot immediately. He was far away from his squad, and he basically was a walking point for that squad. Meanwhile, in El Pozo, it's actually a power struggle between these two teams. It is the Taiwanese team versus the Mongolian team. And WinNie, they're just looking for each other at this point. I do think that they spotted each other out while they were parachuting into this area, but now I do think they're kind of respecting each other's presence by looting on the other sides of this, general area of El Pozo. So they're gonna need to look for these cars on the outside. As you can see on the lower left, there's actually a car in the access, or never mind, this is actually a entirely different area. So this is Monte Nuevo, where the Indonesian squad actually dropped. So they do have a car on the lower left, but they only have 2 seats on that, so they're gonna have to look for another one. The loot, not too good, to be honest. Basper, he does have a S68 or S6A6, which is 2-shot shotgun, good for CQC. Not too good for long range battles, but to each their own, as long as you have a gun, I guess.
True, than having nothing. But like you said, it's pretty low tier items for now for that team. But as we can see, a team from Bangladesh now eyeing a team from Mongolia. I think they heard the vehicle, but they're still going through it. That's gonna be a bad strat as they ram the vehicle, the buggy, onto the wall. I am not so sure what they were thinking or planning to do there, but once they did ram the buggy onto the wall, they got stuck. It was a free kill basically for Team Mongolia there.
Yeah, and Monzune and the boys, basically collecting these free points off of that single accident of the car bumping into the wall. So I do think that's quite the moment that they've had. Actually, just moments. Might actually see one of the members of the ESC squad here, Rocky Jims, getting some pot shots with the Mini 14, and he's gonna blow up block the car actually to not allow them access into the left side of this field.
The bullets is just raining down, making sure that they don't have access, as you said. And we're just gonna be waiting for some developments there. It's gonna be a stalemate unless someone really charges in, or someone just backs off just to end the fight. As you can see here, Aljnbotz team as well having the high ground, eyeing some teams here from Team Malaysia. And that's gonna be ShaniceLove, and they're really eyeing them, not shooting it. They don't want to give their possession just yet. Trigger discipline is really crucial in this type of games. That you must not just shoot out of being trigger happy. You will lose the element of surprise and giving your opponents your location. That's gonna be really bad if it's not really needed to shoot. But as you can see here, Justmoments having possible firefight with Team Bangladesh here. They're really close and might actually bump into each other.
Yeah, and already losing 2 members, 1 squad of the on the Bangladeshi side. Yeah, they're gonna have to be careful. And JM is actually gonna spot out one of the members here on the AN squad, but he's gonna get spotted out on the left. The pot shots are gonna come out. Mini 14, good for long range, but it's not gonna be enough as Los Santos is gonna take him down, and that's gonna be Ajraf Nafiu already out of the game, and it's not even phase 1's not even done.
That's really unfortunate. And as far as I know, they didn't even collect any kills on the board. So they're going to be, right now, it's safe to say they're going to be sitting at last place without any movement in terms of kills or even placements. It's going to be really unfortunate for Ajraf Nafiu for Team Bangladesh. And let's see if who will be the second team to be eliminated in round number 1.
Yeah, definitely. And there's already a fight going on. That's gonna be the spray coming out, but it's not gonna come through. And just like this, Evel Knievel action going on. He's just on his motorcycle. He does not give a single damn, but his squad mate is already down. Rosy Cheeks, the captain of the squad, is lying down. And if Hype RulleT, if he can actually see this guy, he can just run him over with the car.
And that's, again, an unfortunate turn of events as Rosy would be going down. But that's a really, really smart play coming from a Hype RulleT, from Zolbot RulleT, Bat Bayar, as he heard a vehicle from his 6, stopped, went down, and started spraying bullets on Team Rosy. And sadly, they did drop Rosy there. But I think he didn't finish him. Her. In that firefight.
Not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I think he just left Rosy there to bleed out. I'm not so sure if he will get up by his teammate. But now we're gonna be looking team from Taiwan here. It's gonna be WinNie, Team WinNie. Now going here at Electrical. So this place is really nice to hold down, but it's really, for me, it's really hard to maintain in keeping on your side because teams can be coming from all directions, but the cover is great though.
Yeah, and Hype RulleT is actually gonna finish Rosy Cheeks off. I did confirm it is a she. I did, did a quick FB search. I'm like, who is this person? Turns out 2 of my friends actually like her page, and she is live right now, but I do think she's gonna be in spectator mode for a while because she did die very early on. 56 people left alive, but 15 squads still in the running. And one of the favorites here, Aljin, still kind of chilling. They're still chilling, not too much. They are on 1 kill. Manzune is gonna take down Lokies actually. And now the Mongolian squad is starting to collect their points as well. And it is only phase 2, but this has been a very aggressive game.
Yeah, with that, it is being a very aggressive game despite some teams just trying to move around. Just people are just thirsty and hungry for getting those kills on the board, and the victims are just really unfortunate being taken off really early. As you said, a team got eliminated. Even the first phase is not even done. But right now we're looking at Kopt from Australia. They're just holding down this compound. They want to buy some time. Don't go into unnecessary engagements and just play safe for now, because you don't really need to go if you don't. It's not in your plan. It can be really dangerous, as you can go into firefights, but at what cost? You can have your manpower, your firepower as well cut down. Even by one, it's gonna be really crucial at the very end.
Yeah, and at the moment, they're still chilling out in these houses. The circle did allow so many buildings actually in this one, so everyone is just going to be chilling in the safety of cover. Actually, one of the Indian squads is getting shot from the side. Meanwhile, there is a power struggle once again. Bendita. Is this Bendita, if I'm not mistaken, or I'm just... Oh yeah, it is actually. It is Bendita. And so now the Indonesian squad is going to start to roll in, but the other squad is going to be BB from the Philippines trying to get some damage in, and that's going to be the spray coming in from Teletubbies. And let's see, is this going to be the squad? Popo, the killer Popo out of nowhere. And the Indonesian squad actually is going to try to do some third-party action in this one. And there is... No, it is still... Or rather, one of the members of the Indonesian squad is trying to go for the scout. He's trying to go for the big wraparound, but I don't think it's going to work out. I do think that Boss B is on the case, and he's going to get shot. Teletubbies is already down, and that's going to be Jampati trying to go for something to spray. It does become true. And now the down is already out. One of the members of the squad of Boss B now collected as a point for the Indonesian squad as they run practically next to each other, as the phase 2 circle is gonna start to move in the nade as well. And this is gonna be it's basically a 50-50. It's either the Boss B squad, they're gonna go into that squad and try to do something very risky, or they're gonna just run away and just try to play for points.
Yeah, and I am Patty here, actually in a gatekeeping side of things, but the thing is, he is outnumbered. Patty right now is gonna be going against 1 against 4. So, despite Patty here having the advantage of position, but the numbers is not really on his side. So, I think they could just continue to stay there and keep Patty out so they can wipe out the tail, or they can just leave Patty and deal with him later. It's gonna be really interesting on what they plan to do there. It's gonna be team number 5, Denouvo. Team Indonesia earlier. So now going forward, going to be ShaniceLove. Now having 2 members left. Now just scouting and getting info, not really firing a shot. As we all know, it's going to be really, really dangerous just to give off your location without confirming a kill. So right now they're just getting info as much as they can and preventing any bloodshed coming from their team, because it's gonna be really risky to lose 1 more member, or worse, be eliminated as a team, as there are only 2 members left. Now just we're gonna be seeing team from Indonesia just scouting this compound, and it's really occupied by Shanice as well. It's gonna be TG, Thuglice Game TV. And going back to team Taiwan, it's gonna be WinNie. Wed Bro is down in the hands of Team Mongolia. It's gonna be esports channel holding that compound. It's still the same team from earlier, if I'm not mistaken, with the crashed buggy. They're really holding that area nicely as they are on the high ground. And now Kopt would be really near Team Aljnbotz in this open area. Going to them is going to be really difficult. Even though if you have a vehicle, they have all angles covered. And if you do walk, you're going to be going into a death trap.
Yeah, definitely. And the circle already closing in phase 3, done in 30 seconds. Look at this. This is going to be an interesting fight. Look at how open the field is. Or as the Kiwis call it, apparently it's a wop-wop or something. And all the Kiwis in the chat, basically, they're like, oh my god, he said it. Oh my god, he did say the word. But this is gonna be the Taiwanese squad trying to look for these kills. Look at how many Indonesians are now climbing on this mountain. Shooter Xiang, he's not scared at all. He's gonna jump out of the house, and they're gonna try to go for the fight here. And this is gonna be BMG tasting the first bullets coming in from the Taiwanese squad. That's going to be S7 Ring taking down BliMade, but he does have cover to work with. Problem is, he's behind the zone. He's gonna have to crawl all the way to his teammates, but that's gonna be the push from Waybro from the side. That's gonna be a squad wipe on his own. What was that play?
That was a quick, well thought of play there with his aggression paying off nicely. As they all know, they are just stuck just beside the circle. But sadly here, from a team from Team Indonesia, firing them down, they don't even have a time to celebrate that squad wipe. They're still in trouble with a fire coming from Hexagon ID. And that's gonna be a real fun matchup there. But right now we're gonna be moving for Team Mongolia against Team Aljnbotz. The vehicle just disappeared in the smoke. So Hype RulleT managed to escape death just like that.
Man. And there's a ramp in front of that area as well. I was like, is someone gonna jump that? Is someone gonna jump? Is someone gonna go extra evil Knievel? There's gonna be bullets flying at Mad Dog. Actually, one of the favorites already down. Pinoy's tank is gonna run someone over. That's gonna be 2. What is this? He is a one-man wrecking machine on the other side of the map, but that's gonna be a nade coming into the way of Mad Dog, and that's gonna be Boss B's squad eliminated. Then the Kiwis are gonna start to collect the kills as well, and this is a very unfortunate fight for the other side, but it's still ZR trying to go into this one. The Indonesian squad rolling into this place with a 4-seater just in time as the vehicle explodes. One of them is already down. The amount of smokes that they have is tremendous because you do need to get some cover into this one, but the Bangladesh squad is gonna start to roll in. That's a great Molotov. It's gonna land on top of everyone. That's gonna be a 24 Kobe 1000%. No matter how you run, you're gonna be on fire, and that's gonna be the end of the Indonesian squad. Boom goes the dynamite, and that's gonna be ZE annihilating them.
That's a awesome Kobe there, but right now we're gonna be having a firefight against Aljnbotz and Team Mongolia. There's gonna be one more member from Team Mongolia, from Team Zolbut. He is in trouble right now. He may have the higher ground, but the pressure is real. He has 2 members in front of him down in turn of 1. It's gonna be 2-on-1 as well inside of Philippines and Mongolia. They're popping out the smoke walls, trying to throw out the nades. Possibly he's risking to get a revive with his team. It's going to be really difficult. But I think Copico Blanca would be the trade-off. They did a trade-off of revivals here as we have a huge smoke wall in play. They would be trying to revive 2 more members. Madman and Copico Blanca, Huang Ji, just trying to back off a bit now. Trying to get more space with that smoke wall. It's gonna be going away just a few seconds. But Hype RulleT, Junggentai gets down as well. It's gonna be a squad wipe. That was a quick and rundown on Team Mongolia as they didn't get the chance to heal. And I think they baited that. They really moved back on purpose. As they went forward, they were just ready for a fire show. It's gonna be a quick elimination for Team Zolbut RulleT by Team Aljnbotz.
Yeah, Denouvo is going to be taken out as well, as the last member is going to get shot out by one of the Kiwis in this squad. And let us see. The final teams are now starting to congregate in this final circle. Just like I said, Miramar, one of the maps with the least cover that you can possibly have, and definitely this is the definition of it. The cover that you do have is the high ground that you already have, but that's going to be the kill coming in from the side. That's going to be Aljin. That's why they're so deadly. They just run into the place and just start firing at everyone, and that's going to be one of the squads from India, VG, getting their member already down. 9 teams left alive as the nades are going to start to run in. Our Roy and Hades going to try to save their teammate. It's not going to be possible. They're going to have to run back. And TG, one of the Indonesian squads, they're going to send their scout forward in this one, but they're going to have to be careful as the Taiwanese squad is kind of actually wrapping around. This might be trouble, but the Kiwis are going to start rolling. The chili bean is out, boys, and let us see. Is this going to be the kill coming from them? And they're in the middle of everything, so they might be in trouble here. So they're going to have to be careful.
They have teams from the south, from the north. Them still needing to enter the circle. Actually, I was worried about them as their compound early was not in the circle. And there you go. That's a team coming in from the north. They were ready for it. One is down in the team of TG. And they're now having a hard time going in. That's gonna be a rough slope going down. And Team Taiwan would be trying to make way and open the path to going down that mountain. But the fire, the pressure on them is too much. Team WinNie is now in trouble. They're gonna be stuck outside the circle. The Kiwis are doing it. They are trapping 2 or 3 teams all across this area. They're managing to control this ridge really nicely. They're handling Team India, Team Indonesia, and Team Taiwan all at the same time.
Man, they're the definition of I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me in this area. And right now the Kiwis, they're gonna start to strike as well. Vedzz gonna try to go for the spray, but it's not gonna be enough. That's gonna be a nade landing on top of Roy, and this might be a problem. The nade, it's gonna be in between the banister, so this might be a problem for the Indonesian squad. That's gonna be the Molotov coming out. It's not gonna make it, as Roy is gonna get revived. And I thought the Kiwis had the disadvantage in this area, but no, the Taiwanese squad, they proved not to be a problem for this. But JM from Thailand is gonna take them down. Shooter Xiang with a dying effort is gonna take down one, and this is gonna be a problem. Panda is gonna start to move in. Ghosty Boy is already down, and Roy still looking to save this team, but there's someone right behind him. That's gonna be Anan. So deadly. And Kopt is gonna get some pot shots as well, but full control in this one. There's actually 2 Kiwis already down, and this is gonna be bad, as Vedzz Gaming, last one left alive. Information might be on Ghosty Boy, but it's not gonna be enough. Anan is gonna take him out, and Vedzz is gonna be taken out. Aljn gonna try to see if they can get some control going, because they're so far away from the other squads, and they're still playing it safe, but it's already phase 6.
Actually, I was worried about them because they had to force that run in with Team India. As the circle would be closing, they would be stuck with a team at their tails, and they just decided, let's remove the tail before the circle closes, and they succeeded in eliminating Team India just like that. But it's gonna be a really hard position battle. Oh, it's gonna be Kobe again from Justmoments. They're still a 4-man strong. It's gonna be really interesting how they hold out this area. But the thing is, this circle, phase 6, it's so open. It's so open. There's like few hay bales. There's one compound in the near the center.
Ooh.
And the high ground would be taken over by a team from Bangladesh. And there you go, Justmoments, a 4-man team gets eliminated by the Kiwis. They're on a fire right now, and they're gonna be having a firefight with Team Aljnbotz. There's gonna be 10 kills coming from Justmoments, but they eliminated. I thought
They eliminated their fellow countrymen. Rosy Cheeks already out of this one, but Kopico Blanca, he just squad wiped the Kiwis. He just peeled the Kiwis open and basically ate them. What just happened there? And this is what we were talking about. Aljn's squad is one of the deadliest in this game.
That was crazy. As we saw the Kiwis, Kopt, having a great game so far. But when they encountered Team Philippines right there, they really had to run from them. And they got eliminated. They didn't even get the chance to fight back. And the thing is, Team Bangladesh right now are pinning down Aljnbotz's team. They won't be getting to Madman. He is so open, and I think there's going to be a loss for them unless they put out some smokes. And the circle would be so difficult right now for the teams down below. This high ground would be really important in Team Bangladesh, and Team Indonesia has the high ground right now. And Team Philippines and Team Thailand not looking so good in this circle.
Yeah, and we gotta give credit to the Thai team as well. Justmoments being very deadly in this one. Like, they've just been collecting kills from the side as well. They're in the same pace as the Kiwis before the Kiwis were taken down, as the kills are gonna start to pour in, as EdviKing is gonna take down one of the members there on the JM squad, and the spray is gonna start to come out. The Bangladeshi squad is gonna start to get some damage in as well. Lacey is gonna be taken down, it's gonna be finished off, but that's gonna be the other squad, as well as Thuglice Game TV is gonna be out, and this is gonna be a 3-squad battle.
One more person is alive in Aljnbotz. 4-man for ZE-TsnNeer. Still a 4-man strong team, and Justmoments having 2 guys up and 1 guy is down. Let's see if they can manage to get him up. But the thing is, the aggression right now from Team Bangladesh, they're really eyeing Team Philippines right now from the high ground with a spray, but they were ready. As it goes down, Wang Yeji was already, and Madman with that down on Team Bangladesh. Now they're backing off. They still know they have Team Thailand above them, and they have to really prioritize one side right now. But Zen Ganju wants a revenge here, maybe on Team Philippines. But Justmoments, just maybe gonna peek out Team Philippines from above, but they're moving forward. If they play their cards right, Team Thailand and Team Bangladesh would be fighting over the high ground and leaving Team Philippines behind down below. But the thing is, if they do start a firefight, just like that, they are really now starting a firefight. That could really open all the opportunities for all teams for a comeback here.
Yeah, and we thought that Madman would actually not get the kill despite having the, or rather, because they had the low ground advantage, but that's going to be Madman collecting the kill despite JM taking them down. So it is a 1v2v3 in this one, as 10 kills gonna be on the board, killing spree for the Aljin squad, and that's gonna be ZE-TsnNeer taking down 2v3 situation, as they're gonna start to move in. JM, they do have high ground advantage, but I don't think Madman, that does matter to him, as one of the other squads did have the high ground advantage, but they got shot immediately as the fights are gonna start. The sprays are gonna come in as well. That's gonna be Hwang Yeji getting Justmoments, but is there gonna be a trade going on? The spray is gonna come out. Hwang Yeji is gonna be taking down Madman. Let's see if we can get the spray, but it's not gonna be enough. Justmoments, they do get the chicken dinner plus the 14 kills, and what a game from everyone, not just Justmoments. The Aljnbotz squad plus the Kiwi squad, everyone was going mad.
That was a sick matchup. Just gonna be rolling back from week 1 to week 2. I think this is the most intense batch that we had in the past 3 weeks. Everyone's popping off, like not just one team. We are having multiple teams trying to assert their dominance in the rest of the 16 teams we have, and there's gonna be a chicken dinner for Justmoments. Again, like I said, 14 kills and a chicken dinner. That would be securing them a huge margin at the top spot, and that's gonna be really, really crazy. And let's see if they continue to rise up, raise the momentum, and increase the dominance here in the coming game. So, Sneaky, what are your final thoughts before we go into a break for our game number 1?
I mean, if the... Man, I need a breather, man. Justmoments, that was a close one. I know it was a 2v3, but Aljin, I know that they could have pulled this out in the end, so that was a very dangerous situation for the Thai squad, but they do pull it out in the end with 14 kills as well, so that is plenty of points on the leaderboard. And yeah, all I could say is good luck to the other teams for the next game. Definitely, they're gonna need some new strategies, because I think we're going into another map. I think it's Erangel, right?
Yeah, we're going to Erangel in the next map. And what just happened there, I like the quick critical thinking by Team Justmoments there, as they did a pincer at the last second. As they did take out one member from both sides, gonna be 1v2, they decided just to split it up. Just in case one gets downed, we can trade it off for a sure kill. And we all know teams joining in have high skill caps. They could actually just spray transfer. But having multiple angles being shot at you is going to be really difficult. But yeah, that's going to be game number 1. We're going to be seeing you guys in a bit for game number 2 in Erangel. So we're going to be having a short break. It's me, Archer Perez, alongside with Sneaky Frog. This GLL Chicken or Nothing, powered by SpawnPoint. See you guys in a bit. And we are back to GLL Chicken or Nothing, powered also by SpawnPoint. And to everyone who is watching at Facebook and on Twitch, welcome again. And for your shoutcasters and your host for today, I'm going to be Archer Perez. And together I'm with Sneaky Frog. So, Sneaky Frog, what do you think we can expect in game number 2 as we head down to where it all began, Erangel?
Yeah, Erangel, it's gonna not be like Miramar, that's for sure. There's way more cover, there's way more buildings, and there is way more incentive to have control of a certain part of the map. If you do have a certain part of the map that you need to control, then you're gonna have to get there first, or else another squad is just gonna start shooting pot shots at you, and you're gonna be struggling outside the zone probably. And especially when it's military base, you're gonna expect squads to just start camping those bridges, and it's gonna be trouble for any squad who's gonna try to get in. And we all know the circles are definitely a bit faster, as some people said in the chat, because we do want to bring those, action-packed fights ASAP, just like we saw in the last game where JM, Aljnbotz, and the Australian squad, the boys. Sorry to the boys. Sorry to the boys for misconstruing your nationality, I guess. I do have a bad vision in my eyes. I do have 50-30, but everyone is definitely fragging out, and that is the show that we're looking for. The frag fest, the nade fest, the Molotov fest as well. So I'm already roaring to get into this second game.
True, and with that, killings everywhere coming from multiple teams. I would like to check out the scoreboards as we are seeing 4 teams leading the charge in terms of kills. There you go. It's going to be Justmoments landing with 14 and a chicken dinner, giving them the top spot. And at second, Aljnbotz team from the Philippines would be having 10 kills, leading them with 16. Kopt with 10 kills as well, with 13 points in total, and ZE-TsnNeer from Bangladesh would be having 8 kills. So far, we are seeing these 4 teams really dominating, and they really had a huge clash at the very end from Team Bangladesh, Australia, Philippines, and Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. I have a sheet for the map, so we won't have any mistakes anymore. And sorry again for our mistake on the map earlier for Team Australia. It's all cleared out now. But yeah, we're gonna be going to Erangel. I actually just can't wait to see one more firefight coming from these 4 and the rest of the teams. I'm curious if they can keep the pressure during this lineup, or tables would be turning as this is a completely different map.
Definitely. And in pro games, at least, I do see some squads have a different performance when it comes to this map. And it just comes down to who has the best strats. I do think this is the comfort pick for some of these teams, but I do still expect that, like both of our predictions to do well. You did predict that Aljnbotz was going to do well, and I did predict the boys, Kopt and the squad, to do well as well. And now they're in the top 3, and we're basically expecting for them to do the same. JM, definitely, what a game from them last game. Basically, they got full control of the map. They actually kind of stayed away from the other squads who tried to cheese some of these teams into getting those kills. And Aljn, definitely one of those squads who definitely cheesed some of their kills because they shot it from the side, just like one of the Bangladeshis. And I think we're just gonna get into the second game, if I'm not mistaken. I do think they're still, figuring out the lobby, but Erangel definitely gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, it's completely different from Miramar, as Miramar is going to be really focused on long range fights, having a good position, high ground, low ground. The terrain is just insane, having ridges everywhere, and some areas doesn't even have any compounds. But here, having go to Erangel, a place again where it all began. The map is just resonating with the history as it continues to evolve, and it's full of compounds, some open fields, some terrains. It's just really complex in a sense. And I would love to see who's going to be the team adapting quickly, much faster, because some teams are just accustomed to Miramar, or some teams are just really good in Erangel. And let's see if our four top teams right now would be adjusting quickly as we are going into a different map. And also, I would love to see again some teams to pop off. Let's not count out some teams we missed out on, because maybe they just are heating up the engines, and maybe some teams would be popping off in our second game.
Yeah, and this is some people would say that Erangel is actually almost the same size as Miramar, so definitely definitely a car is going to be needed. It's not going to be Sandhawk where you can just run around and you're going to get into the circle immediately. Sandhawk, you can fit like 4 Sandhawks in like an Erangel, I think, because I think Erangel is like 64 kilometers squared, and it's like 16 kilometers squared for the smaller maps. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but yeah, I do think that this is going to be an interesting one. I'm really hoping for a really, really good circle, like around in the middle. Hopefully School, because School, one of the best drops that you can ask for, but one of the most contested drops in usual queue, and this could be a free one for some of them if they do decide to drop in there and no one else landed in it. So they're gonna have to pick their spots correctly in this map. This map you can definitely spread out and not fight very early on, but some teams, choose to go against the norm and just fight the teams head on despite not having the best loot. And yeah, it's basically gonna be who gets the best spot in the circle that we're gonna find out in the end.
Yeah. And here we go. Game number 2. In Erangel. GLL, Chicken or Nothing, powered by SpawnPoint. Here we go. And actually, I just want to point out what you said, like hot drops. Really fun to do. Especially, I'm really curious who's gonna take over the best city in town, Pochinki. I'm actually just curious on who's gonna be taking over that area.
Yeah, Shroud did say if you do want to warm up for a game, just drop into School. That was before even the shooting range was a thing, and the whole deathmatch thing was a thing. And right now, actually, one of the members of the JM squad is dropping in the middle of nowhere. Oh, he's actually with his squad. It just looks like he's in the middle of nowhere.
Zarky. Yeah,
Zarky, and someone is actually gonna fly all the way to the right side of the map. Wow.
Actually, they're going Severny. Yeah, they're going for Severny.
Dropping like Severny is actually worth it? I don't think it's like most of the squads are gonna be like, oh, it's worth it to drop in Severny. I don't think it's worth it. It's like the map, that spot has so little houses compared to the other spots of the map, but I do think they pray that they have. I'm not saying. I think this is on esports mode, so they're gonna have set drops, and I do think they know exactly where the drops are. And now one of the squads is actually gonna get shot out of the side. That's gonna be one of the people from Bangladesh. Already have a AR on his hands.
Oh, look at that circle, consuming a huge chunk of the military base and going to Milta power. And it's gonna be really difficult for teams, as we have teams from Georgia Paul, Zarky, and Severny. We have a huge chunk of the player base right now. really far away from the next circle. It's really benefiting some teams like Team Mongolia, Team Philippines, and Team Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're the teams there. But the thing is, the downside to it, they're not alone. They're gonna be fighting really early here in the area of military base. And I like what Team India is doing. They're having a toll gate setup at the bridge. They will be preventing people for crossing that bridge and hoping to get some kills there. But here we go, Boss B's team. Here Z having a first kill on the board for their team is gonna be Team Indonesia. It's gonna Denouvo. One of their team got lost. A straggling member of their team got caught here by Team Boss B.
That is one of the members actually who was going out for a scout. I thought he was actually going to lose that battle because usually people who go up the stairs and the person who does know that the person is going up the stairs is going to win that battle. But I do think for him that scenario already happened too many times when he's playing his game. He just basically pre-aimed that spot. He knew exactly where the guy was. That was basically just good game sense coming in from him.
And with that, barrel roll, managed to survive though. All right, going down to prison. Nailed it, indeed. Yeah. And it would be occupying prison all along. It's gonna be having a good loot coming out from that. And as you can see, the playstyle of Team Philippines from Aljnbotz really splitting up, trying to get as much loot as they can. But as far as we know, it's gonna be ×3, so they won't be really fighting over some loot unless they just want to cover more ground, get more info as much as they can. Then they're gonna be roaming around with that info. So as you can see, WinNie's team as well, just holding down the apartment area near school. Team Bangladesh here at Rozok, possibly maybe in following circles, they would be engaging with the team at school as well. We are seeing multiple teams, like 3 teams in this general area.
And I think it's just a loot fest at the moment. It is phase 1 and it is Erangel, one of the more covered maps compared to, you know, Miramar. And the circle still around Milta Power, around Milta, just like you said. And I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, in esports mode, I don't think a water circle is going to be a thing. Because that's going to be, I know it's going to be fun to see people in water basically swimming at each other. And PUBG, please hear me out. Put punching in water. Like, put punching in water 1000%. Because that's going to be a very fun feature. You're going to see people socking it out in the ocean that we have in this map, but you know, still not there, so I don't think it's going to happen. As the Indonesian squad is just rolling with their vehicle right now, they're just going to start to roll up near Aljin. Here, the scout is already out. That's going to be Kopico Blanca start. Going to be... Actually, look at those shots! Every one of those hit! That's going to be 2 people down for the Indonesian squad.
What?
That's going to be... This is Aljin squad! The reverse drive-by! What just happened?
Reverse
they get a car too! Oh my god, they get a car as well. Oh my god, this is so good for Aljin. They get 4 kills. The reverse drive-by just happened. They... MD... The Indonesian squad, they thought they were slick, but no. Aljnbotz, they're not gonna let that through.
Oh my god. They didn't even damage the car. The bullets went through the window. What? That was crazy aim coming from the Philippines. They didn't really see what hit them. They were just passing through, hoping to get through safely, you know, hoping to get a covering bullets from the car. But the thing is, they were so accurate, landing them through the windows. And that's gonna be Miryan Dita being eliminated first in our round number 2.
And that's gonna be... I thought the other Indonesian squad was actually gonna be taken out, the one that already got first blood from the other Filipino teams. I do think that's the same... No, it's not the same squad, because that was a full squad wipe. So I do think the Indonesians not too happy with Aljin's squad at the moment, because they are now single-handedly taking out every one of their members from their country, not just one squad. I do think they already took out like 6 Indonesian members here, like 4 from that squad and 2 from the other team. And this could be a problem for them if they do want to score higher points. And right now, the other team just rolling up. Madman is actually gonna come from behind. He's gonna have to be careful, Aljin. This is the top 2. The top 2 teams already duking it out. It's just phase 1. That's gonna be Kopt just zooming by, and let's see if he can get any information going. He's gonna see Rocky JMs. He's gonna have to stop. He's gonna use his car as cover. And let us see, he is on his own. What is this? I do think his squad already left him for dead. And this is very unfortunate. But he does see... Oh my god, Kopt. This might be bad for him. Madman is already on low HP. And just moments, he's just shooting at everyone and everything. And he is on 1 HP. And it's not going to be enough, as he is going to be taking out the rest of his squad. Not even remotely close to him. And he's just going to be taken out.
I like how they formed this death square. They were trying to go to all of the angles, making sure to secure that kill. But the thing is, he has a fighting spirit. He managed to put down Kopt. But the thing is, he's still alive. He's still alive and still kicking. And right now, another Team Philippines would be pressuring Justmoments. They are now being pressured hard as they lost 1 member. They're gonna be really cornered here by another Team Philippines. Good parkour skills there. Using the door, they're going up to the rooftop. That was quick too, because 2 members of the Team Philippines were already at the 2nd floor. That was so crucial as he got up the roof. But both of the teams right now are out of the circle. We would be seeing who's the most patient team and who's most equipped in terms of medical supplies, as they're gonna be tanking this circle damage.
And yeah, they're gonna be in the blue zone, or for cultured colorblind people, the green zone, some people would say. And this is gonna be the spray that's gonna come out. Actually, they're not gonna see Justmoments on top of the roof, and they still don't think that he's actually on the roof. That has to be 100%. That has to be a call out, and they're gonna have to be careful. They're gonna start nading. They're gonna have to start nading the top of the roof.
Oh yeah.
And Los Santos gonna have to heal up here, but he's gonna get pushed by the other squad in Justmoments, using control of this one. He does see one from above. He does have the high ground there, Anakin, and it's not gonna be enough. Actually, Justmoments single-handedly pressuring RC. The nade is gonna come out. Actually, that's gonna be the smoke, just to provide some cover for the Filipinos here, but that's gonna be the spray as well. Los Santos to see if he can get some damage in. They're both in the blue zone, but that's gonna be him getting taken down. That's gonna be Rosy Cheeks as well. He does not see that Justmoments is still above the roof. And oh no, Justmoments, the captain of the squad, the only one left alive, he is still on top of the roof. He is being quite the annoyance for this one. And Skills TV, he must have heard that one. He must have heard that one 100%. And Rosy Cheeks, he's just gonna be taken down. That's gonna be the push out as well. And Justmoments, the captain himself, is gonna save his squad from certain doom in that one. What a fight from him.
That was intense. He really took the team on his shoulders and made sure to land some kills and also win that firefight. But losing 2 or 3 members in the process. But let's see if we're gonna see them later on in the following circles. But right now, going forward with Team Malaysia, now having a firefight here, if I'm not mistaken, with a team from Mongolia. They're really going at it right now here at the farm area. Some last shots are being landed. That was missing as well. Bay Loki's trying to shoot at the head area, but the thing is, he kept missing because of that concrete wall. Now Autumn Abu finding one in the open, managed to get cover as well. They're really having a struggle in this firefight. But right now, Team Philippines against Team Mongolia, parkouring through, going up to the 2nd floor, surprising Kirmizi PH. That was intense, using the UAV, going up to that side roof and going through the window, managing to surprise team member from Boss B. That's actually really critical to know your map prowess and
Man.
map knowledge on what you can use and do with that surprise attacks.
Man, and that's what we call in the MOBA scene dark technology, as that is kind of an illegal gameplay that we're seeing that you are using the car to jump up, but it is part of the game. It is mechanics, but you know, I would call it dark technology 1000% of the time. But Boss B is gonna try to get the revive on his teammate. The nade is gonna come out, but that's gonna be the swing from Hype Roulette. Gonna use the door to get himself some cover from that nade, and that's gonna be the 1v1 situation. And Boss B gets eliminated by the Mongols, and this is what? It's like the second fight won by solely by parkour, like 1000%.
It was intense. Two of their teammates, both sides are down, and both sides have one member dead. It's gonna be a really one-on-one, and that came down to the line. And again, they took that win. But right now, Esport Channel are being gunned down here by Team Malaysia. That's gonna be quick shots, landing both, leaving him with 10% of the health. He's now struggling to get some health in as one of their members are bleeding out. I think that he won't be able to get up here. But here's a heroic try here from Mizune, putting out some smokes, hoping to get his teammate up. And with that, it's going to be an open window for Team Malaysia to back off or just engage. I think they're opting out to back off from this fight, but one of their members doesn't have a vehicle, getting tagged twice, landing 2 shots, leaving him with at least 25%, but he still survives.
And at the moment, there's still squads outside of the zone. Aljin gonna meet one of the top 3 squads this time. That's gonna be the boys from Australia. So they're gonna have to be careful because both of these squads, they can just execute each other instantly. So I do think Aljin, they're just gonna stay back. The other side of the map, you're gonna have 2 people from Bangladesh, ZE-TsnNeer and Potshots. They're gonna start to rain. So the Filipinos already revealed their location in this one. And actually, Wolfylicious just gonna start swimming, you know, gonna clean himself out from the grimy place that is the military base. I do think that's military base. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, there's a drop in the middle of the ocean. Man, the treasure in the, under the sea.
The op there. He swam there to get the op. It seems he can make use of it.
Man, the AWM or some of the other games called the AWP, one of the most deadly weapons that you can ask for, one of the heavier damage Magnum. And what are these pot shots going out with the SLR? You just have to keep shooting at this point. Oh, he actually gets a squad bait up, but you have to res your squad bait that just res you. So this is a problem. Justmoments, the last guy from the Thai squad, basically being super annoying for the Malaysians behind this car. Another smoke is gonna come out. Just gonna try to provide some cover. Another car is gonna come as well. And look, the head is actually gonna be revealed on top of the car. So he's gonna have to get some shots going on there as well. And Zergstein just gonna be chilling in this mountain. Not gonna possibly looking for a fight here against the Mongols. He's gonna get shot out in this one. Gonna use the rock as cover. And right now, the situation with the circle. The circle is nowhere close to Milta, as we said, is actually near the field outside of Pachinki. The circle is already occupied in the middle by the Aussies, but the Filipinos are not too far behind, as well as the Bangladesh squad. The Mongols, Hype Roulette is basically on his own. He's just driving in the middle of everyone, trying to scout out if it's safe for a squad to walk in. And oh, never mind. This guy is like actually super aggressive. His squad is so far away from him, but he's still taking fights.
He's not backing out. He's actually starting fights. Like you said, he's really being aggressive here. Maybe he wants to chase down in terms of kills. And there you go. One member going down. Now in trouble. Having a 3 defending them. Hoping to survive this ordeal. And the backups and the reinforcements are coming in from the north. Hoping to get some kills. But Hype Roulette getting down here, but still having a total of 6 kills on his own, total of 7 for his team. Let's see if they can turn things around as they are from the bottom of the mountain. And as you can see here also, Aljnbotz are dropping some people here in our kill feed. And a car from Mongolia just trying to drive away, hoping to be safe. And now going to VG. VG is now with Team Indonesia, but they're in trouble. The reinforcement is still far away. 2 of them would be going down. 1 in return for Team Indonesia. And it's an open field. They don't have vehicles. Team India right now would be risking going forward and force this fight with Indonesia. 1 member is pinned down by the car. 2 are down. 1 member still missing on their sides.
Yeah, and BMG kind of fragging out here as well. One of the problems that they have is the guy in the tree, which is going to be Belty, if I'm not mistaken. Mad Dog is going to start to push in. He's going to take down one of the boys, and let us see. It is a Aussie versus Filipino fight in this area. Nade is going to come out, but Anan is going to take down Huang Yanji, and that's going to be the Taiwanese squad is getting some kills as well against the Malaysian squad. And let us see, Aljin, can they get the wipe on the top 3 team? That is the Australians, the KOPT squad. The Molotov is going to come out. That's going to be the push. That's going to be the confirm on the kill as well. It is a 3v4, or I think it's a 3v3 because one of their members actually already taken down. Mad Dog still in the same house as one of the members here. That's going to be a Molotov. I think there's a Molotov upstairs, and one of the members of the KOPT squad is getting burned down. The other members should give him assistance here, or they should just abandon him completely. So he's going to have to be careful. So Justice gonna try to go for something here, and I do like Panda's position, because as soon as one of the Aljin members actually swings out, he could punish them. But that is not the case. Actually, that was the case as Madman was taken down to like around 30 HP, but he healed it up instantly. But Justice, they do not know that Justice is right outside this door, but that's gonna be the spray. I do think he actually heard him. That's gonna be ShaniceLove eliminated out of this game, but we are still dialed in to this fight. It is the boys versus the Filipinos, and let us see. Huang Yeji is already dead, so it is a 3v2. And let us see, can the Australians actually save this game out? Meanwhile, in the background, another Indonesian squad suffering heavy casualties now to the hands of the Indians. And it is a 10-team game. 10 squads left, 24 people left alive. Not much of a high number, because some of the other squads already have like 1 member left on their squad. But Madnan is actually gonna take down the guy who was on the roof. Gonna finish him off, but that's gonna be Wolfelicious actually with the AWM. Gonna take down one of the Mongolian squads, and let us see. Is this gonna be the finish that they're looking for? The nade is gonna come out. It's not gonna land anywhere near S7 ring. Does tag him down by 30 or around 40 HP. He does still have armor, if I'm not mistaken. ESC. So using this mini hut. There is a car at the left field here, and so they could use that to get out of this situation. But Autumn Abo, the last person left alive, Justmoments, actually, they're still fragging out in the other corner. So 21 people left alive, and it's just phase 5.
Yeah, and having multiple teams just firing away, hoping to get kills. And there you go, Team Taiwan pushing in that small hut there, and he would be taken out there. Esports channel being eliminated 10th in our round number 2. And I like why Team Philippines and Team Australia fighting over this compound. This is the last major compound in our current circle. That's why they're fighting tooth and nail to just maintain order and have this place owned. But as you can see, Madman now pushing in those 2 Australians. It's gonna be really interesting. Pre-firing through the door. One is peeking, now moving out through the window. hoping to get a reposition here. He has been revealed, but the thing is, the good pressure here is he's opening windows for his other teammates to push in even further. The pressure is really putting out Molotovs. Now going through the window, Madman would be spotted by Anne, and he would be down here. And the real firefight begins. Gonna be 2-on-2. Another guy coming through the window. Copico Blanca. Mistakes are made. Two of the members from Team Philippines forcing their way into the window and getting shot down by Anne. And it's gonna be really critical. It's a 1v2 situation now. This compound is shedding blood so much. It's being really crucial as well, as again it's gonna be the major compound left here in our following circle. We still have 8 teams and one more member from Team Philippines who just gonna be holding out, who doesn't want to contest this compound anymore, held by Team Kopt from Australia.
Man, Mad Dog has to back off here 100%. He cannot take this fight. He's the only one left alive. If I'm not mistaken, he's the only one left alive for his squad. And there's only 16 people left alive, and he can actually cheese the placement. He could get some points for his squad. But I don't think that's how they play, so I do think he's going to go for it still. But it's going to be quite the risk if he does so. 1v1 situation, actually. In the middle of the field, we do have Roy versus one of the Indonesians here, and this is going to be a problem. The spray is going to come out, but Roy's on 1 HP, barely living that one. He does take the Indonesian squad out. TG not in this picture anymore, and it is a top 7 finish possibly for him. And a nade is actually going to come out. And it's not going to actually affect the Taiwanese squad here too much, as there's still more fights in the background, as Anon is actually going to take down one of the members of the squad of Zet in this one, or rather Zeddy. And the circle is crawling ever so slowly compared to the last circles. It does crawl slower in phase 6 to allow more fights. And let us see Anon already with 5 kills on the board. He is just collecting these kills as the boys are going to start to roll into the middle of the circle. Still, they do have so much control. Mad Dog gonna try to get some accessory kills as well, as he is in the same area as the KOPT squad. And the car, it could be blown up, and could be trouble for the Bangladesh squad. And this could be...
Mad Dog actually got 2 kills just being there. And even though he's really far away, he still managed to get those accessory kills popping. And now he's really holding down Team Bangladesh. They're just hoping to get covered by the 3 and 2 cars. But like you said, it can be exploded and it could really smell trouble. It could be leading to a double kill. But the thing is, our top 1 team got eliminated just now. Wait. Am I correct? Hold on. I think it is. They did get eliminated, but he did get a kill on the way out. He still managed to get a kill on the way out. And Mad Dog would be having a problem here. He would still be pinning down Team Bangladesh, also being held by Team Australia. But the circle would not really favor him, as he needs to go up north, really passing through Team Australia there. But right now, Team Vedzz Gaming, they want to push in and punch a hole into the circle as they want to get into the next circle, closing down in 5 seconds. But the thing is, they have 2 tails waiting for the right opportunity to strike at their 6. And right now, that's going to be Australia taking out a member from Team Bangladesh. One more member, going to be Instinct, trying to push forward, but they're going to be eliminated in the hands of Kopt. And Hage, they're waiting for the tails. They are waiting for Team Taiwan just to pop out, because they are going to be pushed by the circle. And they want to have this clean wipe for themselves for that easy score. And that's gonna be one more member. Sad thing, he needs to reload that mag. The teammate is now open. They need to be pushing up westward, and String still trying to fight, having this fighting spirit despite the Indians now coming forward. Gonna be looking down at him at the possible second, and there you go. It's gonna be Team India VG Vedzz Gaming taking out WinNie as their fourth place finisher. And right now it's gonna be 3 teams left: 1 from Philippines, 2 from Australia, and 2 from India.
Yeah, I do think Australia does have the advantage here. They're doing such a good job with these 6x or 8x scoped weapons that we already have. The sniper rifles, definitely their specialty in this one. And they do know exactly where the other squads are. They do not have the advantage in terms of the numbers, but they do have the advantage in terms of positioning, as they do have cover within the buildings. But I do think this circle is going to get smaller and smaller, and Mad Dog gonna be eating some damage here from the blue zone, or the damage zone as some people would call it. Nade is gonna come out. It's not gonna land anywhere near Mad Dog, but it's gonna force out his position. The problem with the Australian team is they're gonna have to push out Mad Dog, and just like that, they did. They annihilated the Filipino squad, and that's gonna be Aljnbotz out of the question. So it is gonna be the boys versus the Indians, and let us see who is gonna come out on top. The Indians, they do have the high ground. VG, they can get something going here, but in terms of positioning, they're actually in the middle of the circle here. Phase 8 is about to come, and they're gonna have to move into that white zone, and they're gonna have to look for those last 2 kills super quickly. And VG, they really have to. They really don't have to do anything at this point. Like, they're gonna have to wait for the Australians to move into their line of sight, and they're just gonna have to take the fight head on.
True, and as you can see, I like their decision on not taking the backside of the compound as it's got eaten by the circle, and the Indian team was actually expecting that. The thing is, they are a step ahead, moving towards into the center than the outer line of the circle. But the thing is, they still have the advantage. Team Vedzz Gaming still has the advantage over this, as they found out the location of Team Australian Kopt team, now in trouble, now trying to put out some utilities out, grenades and mollies being thrown on both sides, and we have 5 more seconds until the circle closes yet again. And there you go, it's gonna be the close, and it's gonna be really critical now. 10 seconds
there's
left
no
for phase
circle.
number
There's
9.
no circle at all, man. There's like no circle at all. So the push, man, the push is gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
10 seconds left.
2
That's gonna
minutes.
be the circle. It's 2 minutes
This is
left.
it.
Oh
I
my
like the
god.
push out from Australia here, moving to the right side, hoping to get a bit of elevation here from the ridge here. And they're very far off. Roy having a off-angle anchor. Kids really having to fight a really close range with the 2-man of Kopt. So,
Ooh, the nade! That's gonna be the Molotov!
oh, it's burning! It's burning him!
Oh,
It's gonna
no.
be down! And Roy's in trouble! He's in 10 HP! That's gonna be the chicken dinner! What a play there with the Molotov!
Man, what a Molotov. They could already smell the chicken from far away, and we're gonna have some cold ones with that roasted chicken that we have in front of us. Great job from the Australians. What a game from Annan, dude. He had so much impact with that sniper rifle that the other teams, they basically felt useless. And we already saw they just have superior teamwork. They have superior macro because their positioning, despite being worse than the Indian squad, they just played way better. The use of their nades were pinpoint. They eliminated the possibility of that rock being used as cover with the Molotov, and basically they just finished the other squad off. VG kind of panicked there.
True, and I like the assurance they got. They were so sure that Molly landed. When that Molly landed, they popped out of that ridge and went straight for Roy, landing like 90 damage, leaving him with 10, and with the last bullet, taking home the chicken dinner. That Molotov was so critical for that play, as again, they didn't have the high ground. And with that play, I think it's really safe to say they're going to be landing at the very top right now of our leaderboards, as Justmoments got eliminated before even the top 5. And from what I saw earlier, it's going to be our top 4 team earlier, ZE-TsnNeer from Bangladesh, landing the 5th place spot, and Team Aljnbotz would be landing 3rd on this round. And Justmoments landing near the 10th area place of our teams, and now a rising champion coming forward in game number 2, Kopt from Australia, getting that chicken dinner alongside with double-digit kills. So, again, that's gonna be game number 2 for our GLL Chicken or Nothing powered by SpawnPoint. We'll be right back in a short break. Again, I'm Archer Perez together with Sneaky Frog. See you guys in a bit. And we are back to the one and only GLL Chicken or Nothing powered by SpawnPoint. And we just witnessed game number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that, as we're going to be having 4 more games. Before all of that, again, I am Archer Perez together here with Sneaky Frog. So, Sneaky Frog, what can you say on what happened on game number 2 at Erangel?
Man, all the action happened from like phase 4 to 6, but we did see some interesting plays from the earlier phases, just like one of the members of the Thai squad being on his own and getting eliminated by Aljin very early on. Aljin, you know, despite, I do think I can see the leaderboard, and Aljin is actually on top despite not having a single chicken dinner, because those, just like you said, those kills are actually stacking up one by one, and now they are on top. Not too far behind is the Aussies. You have 1 chicken dinner and plenty of kills. Annen, as people would say, he was cracked beyond belief with 8 kills as we last saw him. He probably had more. And the Justmoments squad, from number 1, they fell all the way to number 3. They got eliminated quite early, I guess, compared to the other squads that they have in the top 4. But it's could still be anyone's game. It was just the second game. We do have, I do think we have 4 more. Is it 4 more or 3 more?
Yeah, 4,
we have 4 more, including this
Yeah.
one. We're gonna have. Are we gonna have Miramar again or Sandhawk?
As far as I know, we're going back to Miramar. 2 straight to Miramar. Then we're gonna be going for the final game 5 and game 6 on both Erangel. So with the scoreboards again, despite Aljnbotz not having a chicken dinner, they're being really consistent in the top 3 spots, and them landing 22 kills despite no chicken dinner. Again, they are on the top spot, alongside same score, 33-33 with Team Kopt from Australia. But the thing is, they have more kills. And Justmoments, actually, I really thought they're going to be dropping down. But the things, again, the kills being stacked up, landing them still at a very, very safe spot of 3rd with 32, just 1 point shy away from Team Philippines and Australia, and just trading them from Team Bangladesh, ZE-TsnNeer, with 18 points. So following that, it's going to be Vedzz Gaming with 17, our second place winner from our second game. So again, having the dominance in killing in the rounds is really, really critical in terms of the leaderboard. The people can just play safe. Yes, they can go up to the final phases. But the thing is, if you still can't land kills and not secure the chicken dinner, you will be dropping from the leaderboard. But the thing is, our top 4, top 5 teams are really gunning at it with those confrontationals and fights without even losing the chance of getting in the final 5. So, Sneaky, what are your thoughts as we go back to Miramar? Would our past teams winners in Miramar still go at it, or will we see new faces in the top?
I mean, if if the Australians and the Filipinos play the same as they did in the last Miramar map, I do think it's gonna be the same, as well as I do think this is gonna be the map where Justmoments can actually, redeem themselves because they did not have the best Erangel. Now they're gonna have a chance to redeem themselves in the more open map once again. It is gonna be the very, very dusty Miramar, and the flight path is gonna be, if I'm not mistaken, it's coming from the south going to the north. And it is it is. It's coming from it's gonna be Los Higos. Yeah, around Los Higos. Is like, I can't really see, the text is so small and my eyes are so bad. And going to the north side of the map.
El Azahar, there you go. And going back from our past game, it's gonna be game number 1. The top 4 teams still really dominated, but earlier at top, it's gonna be Justmoments here in Miramar. Let's see if they can really secure their top spot with the kills and the chicken dinner placement and good placements here in our game number 3. And following that, Team Australia and Team Philippines, Aljnbotz, Kopt, still really on fire on the past 2 games. And following that, ZE-TsnNeer as well. I'm really hoping for one more team to pop off last to complete the 5th member of that firefight. Let's see who will be popping off again here in Miramar. And the circle, there you go. The circle would be at the most west side. It's gonna be really tricky. This map is just really harsh on the terrain. The mountainside just crazy. So what are your thoughts on that circle?
Sorry, I was distracted by Kopiko shooting someone with just iron sights from all the way across the other side.
Oh my god,
but...
oh yeah, you're right. Wait, what? He downed that guy? Whoa!
Okay, Kopiko Blanca, calm down. That guy was like 1,000. Okay, we just...
Another one.
What is going on? What is going on? ZE-TsnNeer just died out of nowhere. He fell out of his car, got run over by his own car, and we already have some people would say a clown fiesta at the start of the round. But just like we said, there is, compared to the other maps, there's less terrain to work with, and just like you said, the terrain is definitely harsher. And the looting situation as we have, it's still basically the same from the last map. They're still trying to go for their comfort zones where they can just loot very, very safe. Some of the squads want to go aggressive and challenge some of the members in terms of loot. Okay, Abo, you have to slow down a bit because you're on 1 HP and you could barely heal. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. I do think it's still going to be the 3 squads on top who are going to have the most interesting fight. But as we saw last game, VG kind of fighting back these top 3 teams in that last circle. Being in the top 2 definitely helped them in terms of points.
True. Actually, they were lacking in the first round, and right now with that good fight coming through game number 2, they landed a safe spot at the 5th place in our leaderboards. But sadly, right now for Team Bangladesh, ZE-TsnNeer really having bad time right now as they lost 2 members, one from a mishap with a vehicle and the one coming from, again, both of them coming from the hands of Kopiko Blanco, and one of those kills coming from like 200 meters away with an M16 iron sight. It's just crazy to think about it, like with an iron sight with that range, landing consistently and getting the kill. Yes, let's put to account that they didn't have armor, but still having that range with an iron sight and consistently hitting multiple times is just crazy. Now, as you can see, WinNie having a off-road track here, having some struggles, but manages to get through.
And not everyone has the best driving skills on the map. Definitely, the Pinoy squad definitely basically do have, as traffic is disaster in this country, and I think they're actually used to driving very dangerously, and yeah, they're just basically safe in this one. And El Diablo is gonna be flexing right in front of us as the Taiwanese squad is actually right in front of him. So let's see, do they have the blessing of the man himself? And Justmoments, Boss Sense, going to be acting as a scout for his team, and Hexagon is actually going to run over his own teammate, Chibirit. He's going to be taken down. He's going to have to be rezzed as well. That's going to be meds wasted, and I don't know what's happening. This first phase has got to be one of the most confusing first phases of this day.
I do agree with you. We have teams just going and dropping in their vehicles now, having teammates running over teammates, and even with the crazy iron sight kills, it's just crazy. Now everyone just moving towards the circle as we have like approximately like 6-7 teams outside of the circle, and they're now just finding vehicles and hoping to get in the circle in time. But the thing is, we still have lots of time, 3 minutes on the clock here before the circle closes. But here we're gonna be having the number 4 team going against the second team here. Kopt would be fighting ZE-TsnNeer maybe very early on in our mountainside, and I think they're ready. I think they know they're gonna be dropping off, arms ready, hoping to spot their enemies. But the thing is, ZE-TsnNeer, 2 of them got eliminated by the top team Aljnbotz, and 2 of them would be facing the top 2 team right now. So the luck on their side is not so good, having them to face number 1, number 2 really early.
Yeah, definitely. And Kopt, if they do get this one, they're going to have additional points on the board, plus the squad wipe is going to be beneficial for them. Positioning going to be quite the advantage as well. Kopt out of the car is actually going to get shot by one of the members of ZN, and he already knows what happens when someone drives by and does not go out of the car. He does get shot immediately, and basically he's already dead. Knowing that, he's going to have to he just backed off, knowing his limits here, and going to be recouping with the squad, trying to come up with a plan or something. But look at this. This is going to be some car-on-car action. Basically, this is going to be Mad Max as we see. That's going to be Red Dawn taking out Wolfilicious. And what is going on? One of the members is already down, left for dead. It's not going to be finished off by anyone. Wolfilicious, the guy who was most deadly, is going to be his own death as well. What is going on?
He just yeeted out like, oh, my friend, we did try, but the thing is, I have to leave you right now. But now going forward, again, this is going to be one of the most confusing first rounds that we ever had. Now, going forward, now Kopt eliminating one more member from ZE-TsnNeer. It's going to be really, really sad if they do get eliminated really early on, because they were really trying to get out on the leaderboards. Now, Ganju left alone in this compound, being surrounded by the Australians. Now, hoping for a peek out, he might get seen here. 3 of them actually surrounding him, and there you go. Car has been spotted. The captain is down, but from above, they have eliminated that last member from ZE-TsnNeer. But at what cost? Losing their team captain, just like that. They were a second late for that exchange.
Yeah, definitely. I really did think that the Australian squad didn't have the advantage there the whole time. And yeah, I think losing Kopt was a very, very bad casualty, because he is the captain. He is the guy who was leading the squad, despite Anon doing most of the fragging power in this one. He is going to be kind of the motivation for their squad, but it is the... so, yeah, the stream is just going to have to, go on Twitch or something and just chat in the chat as he did a while ago. The stream is 7 minutes behind because we do not want any sniperino action coming on the stream. And right now it is quite the passive gameplay actually from everyone in this one. It's only phase 1. They don't have to do anything drastic, as they're still collecting all of the loot from the boxes. Actually, there's actually 2 that dropped. That was one near the Mongolian squad, and I do think there's one near the Indonesian squad as well. Look at how many people are still in the blue zone.
And the blue zone right now is just eating away the life of like 3-4 teams as they struggle to get in, and them going in is just not really beneficial on any aspect, as they're going in, they're gonna be facing off team from behind and also up front. And as you can see here, Team Malaysia trying to defeat the mountain with this off-road vehicle. Now Aljnbotz team
Oh, that was free.
spotting out the boys here. One is down. It's gonna be
Man.
really bad for them if they got eliminated. But they're still contesting. That teammate of Kopt might be a gunner, but the thing is, the team spirit here is still alive. They're still trying to get a teammate up. But the thing is, one is down from Aljnbotz team as well from Team Indonesia.
Actually, from the side, yeah. Madman is going to be finished off. This is going to be a problem for the Australians because this is the last squad that you do want to come in contact with. This is the squad who can actually take the fight to them. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, it's going to be Justmoments. One of the top 3 squads going to be up against the BMG squad from Indonesia. One of their scouts is already out. Leak going to try to get some information going so they can actually fit into the fight. It's actually going to use the ridges into this advantage. And if Justmoments don't spot him out, they're going to get shot from every direction.
Now WinNie's team here at Electrical, if I'm not mistaken, Shooter Jiang dropping some damage there, leaving him with 50. That's going to be Team Malaysia against Team Taiwan now pushing forward, trying to get a flank area here. Sad thing, there's going to be a container blocking a possible kill there. Now WinNie's team hoping to circle around to finish what they started. But the thing is, Team Malaysia here just opting out to back off. This is not their fight. Alongside with them as well, Team Taiwan backing off, realizing this is not worth it for bloodshed. Let's just back off and get more info as we go forward.
Yeah, I don't think it was worth it for the Malaysian squad there to go for a 4v2 situation. I do think WinNie's squad is going to win that 100% of the time because they do have superior numbers. You know, they trade each other very, very early on. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, it's going to be RC. Rosy Cheeks' squad going to be collecting some kills against the Indonesians as the MD. 2 of them is already out, and the other one is actually driving all the way around. He does not want to be involved in that fight whatsoever, and he's just going to be playing for placements. 15 teams still left on the board. Meanwhile, one of the Aussies collecting the kills on one of the Bangladeshi members on the map. 50 people left alive. Phase 2 just about to end, and Phase 3 is about to begin. The circle is super fast because we do want super fast action incoming in this game, and it's not like you know, an official match. This is like a streamer v streamer action going on. It's like all for good fun. Like it's for people who want to prove themselves against other streamers. It's not like, you know, Team Liquid versus I forgot any other NA team. Team Liquid versus Archangel. Let's say that. Okay, that's the only 2 squads I know, and it's not that. This is you know, Boss B versus, you know, In My Dream, basically, who is already dead by his own fruition, as the Blue Zone does take him, and the Blue Zone gods welcome him into the big white circle in the sky. As Phase 3 is about to begin, the circle is going to start to move in, and Denouvo is not in the best position because one of the KOP team members is going to try to drive up this hill, but the engine is not going to be enough. Unfortunately, you're going to have to get a motorcycle, or you're going to have to, you know, maneuver your way into this one. Anin! Oh no, Anin! No, Anin's dead 100%. He tried to control 2 and tried to go for some shots here on Denouvo, but it didn't work out. Anin, this is a big loss for the side of KOPT because he was the main fragger from last game. He had 8 kills last time. Now they're gonna have to play with only 2 members left alive.
It's gonna be really critical as, again, they already lost members, their captain going down. And right now, having 1 more member, again, like you said, the top fragger, and in the going down, their cracked member is just eliminated by a huge mishap as he tries to go up the mountain with the vehicle. He has been heard by that opposing team, just waited for the right angle and moment, and they took it. And right now, the number 2 team is now in critical condition as they may lose the spot at the top 4. And Our team from Justmoments and Aljnbotz are still complete. And look at that set.
A thousand,
AWM.
1,000%. If Anan was alive, he's gonna take that gun and dominate with it. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
already down. Juicy 50 scope as well. You can see way across the map and just get some pot shots going with the Magnum bullet from across. But unfortunate, he has to go out like that. The BMG squad gonna be rolling up to this bridge and try to get some control going near this circle. The car did flip over. Unfortunate accident that Leak had, but they're gonna get shot from behind. VG is gonna start to get some pot shots towards the south position, but Basper not gonna be slowing down anytime soon, but the shots are gonna come out. Meanwhile, from the Mongols from the other side, that's gonna be one already down from the ZR squad from Indonesia. And look at this, there's so many squads in this little circle that we have, and not just that, there's so many teams outside the circle as well. There's still 15 squads up.
And this is gonna be really hard on all of the teams. Why? We have like minimal mini compounds up in the mountain, and it's already occupied by Team Indonesia and 2 teams coming from the Philippines. And that mountainside is just too steep. You can't just climb on it and hoping to get onto the top. There's only one side to get on it. And right now, as you can see, Team India now forcing Vedzz Gaming, our second place winner earlier, really forcing Team MD here. Miryan Dita now in trouble, hoping to get through and survive this ordeal. But the thing is, the nades too much, forcing that kill on that team, eliminating them second for our third round.
Nade as well. Oh, KOPT. One of the top 3 teams is already out. The Aussies not going to be placing too high. They're all the way in 14. That's going to be Ajraf Nafiu down to 13. Every squad is just getting eliminated. The problem is some of the other squads, they only have 1 person left alive, and that was the case for them. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, that's going to be Hwang Ye-ji trying to go for something. The down is already out. And RC, actually some of the Filipino teams actually kind of helping the other Filipino squad here by getting some pot shots in from the other squad. And let us see, is this going to be the third party action that we see? Thuglice Game TV gonna try to finish off Hexagon here from the side. He's gonna have to be careful. If he does show himself to Kopico Blanca, that's basically a death wish.
Yeah, and look at this mountain. This is what I was talking about. The mountainside is just too harsh to get a clear shot here. And so you can see here, Kopico Blanca, the death trap man, just realizing that let's just opt out. I don't want any more members to be risked and put in harm's way. And they just opted out to back up here Hwang Ye-ji as he is firing down on another team from the other side. That's going to be Team Taiwan. And they have a lurker here. Mad Dog looking up the mountain and putting some bullets in Team Thailand here. One is down, stealing that kill from Justmoments. That's from Team Justmoments. Our third placer team with 1 point away from them. It's going to be top 1 against top 3 here. And they are realizing the situation as really bad as they're at the side of the mountain, open to 2 other teams, one from Aljnbotz and one on the team they are putting pressure on. The tables have turned and they are in danger.
Yeah, 12 squads still left on the board, but the problem is not all of the squads are complete. Some of them only have 1 person on them, and they're gonna have to play for the placements. Just like I said, the Indonesian squad still 4 strong. They're gonna have to look for this final, not really final kill. There's actually still 4 people in WinNie's squad, and right now the circle, it gets tinier and tinier. That's gonna be ShaniceLove out of the game. The Malaysians gonna have to go next in this one, but that's gonna be Mad Dog, or rather Hwang Ye-ji, once again getting those pot shots going, and Mad Dog is gonna finish some of the squad on WinNie's side, and they do have the advantageous position. They're gonna have to be careful because the Malaysians are now slowly rolling onto their position. The problem is, oh, but actually S7 Ring using the grass. He's gonna be barely seen by one of the members of that squad, and this is going to be a problem. Hwang Yeji, just like I said from the side, he's going to be taken out. WinNie fragging out as well, but look at the positioning. It's going to be advantageous for Aljn. And right now, it is very confusing, but most of the squad is going to be out for Aljn. I thought Aljn had the positioning here. I do think they had the advantage, but no, that was not the case. Actually, it was WinNie winning this one out. Blanca gonna try to go for the push here. Flash gonna come out. 2 flashes actually just to try, or actually, I think that was a nade. But that's actually gonna put Shooter Xiang down to 1 HP. Mad Dog is gonna be happily picking this one up, but the down is actually gonna be on the credit of Vedzz. But Mad Dog is gonna have to finish off this last person in order to collect that point. But Phase 5 slowly ticking down in this one. The S7 ring side, he does have cover from the cement blocks in front of him, but that's going to be S7 ring trying to get some pot shots going. Chuch is going to take down Roy, and Boss B is going to take down Guggen Tai, and that's going to be the push coming in from the squad onto WinNie. That's going to be 1, but it's not going to be 2. WinNie is going to be taken out, and Aljn is going to collect some kills as well. Only a single down from the side of WinNie. That was almost a collect.
I was close, and I really feel bad for Team WinNie there, as their teammates are trapped from safety, as Team Philippines really pressuring them. Two of them got eliminated, and the last member getting picked off there by Team Indonesia. So the real pressure was on them, and they was not able to handle it, and they got eliminated. And right now the circle, again, this mountainside is just unforgiving. People would be coming on the top would have an advantage here. And right now, the Teletubbies would be going down as they got pushed by the Mongols. And we're going to be seeing some nade prowess here coming from Justmoments, trying to land those hits on the nades on Team Philippines. But the thing is, none landed, and they just as a window to move backward to get more vantage points.
Yep, and at the moment, the Mongolians are actually getting some kills here on the Indonesians here on the other side of the map. Fights are still ongoing. Phase 6 is one of the most deadliest phases, as some people would say, because the circle gets so small that the other teams are basically on the horizon of the others. But that's going to be Aljn. What is this position? What? Is this hide and seek? What? He's basically playing prop hunt. What? That has to be one of the best positions in the game, man. I swear. He basically let 4 people pass. That's free information for the other squad. But Blanca is gonna get the kill on Leak, and they're just gonna say hi to him as he hides in his little corner in this box. And the Aljn squad and the other squads, actually the RC Filipino squad, is still quite alive. Rosy Cheeks definitely gonna be happy about that as the points start to rack up from the placements. That's gonna be MT collecting some kills. BMG is gonna start to have some casualties here, as some of the squads are gonna start to run into this zone. And Hype RulleT and Illumi here, they only have smokes to get themselves some cover, but smokes aren't bulletproof. You guys have to remember this is going to be the push coming in. Hype RulleT, who's the guy who's been the all-star with the AR, does get him down. Illumi is going to be taken down as well. And TG losing numbers left and right. They do have a buddy system going on, and it is not working out for them. But JM from the side as well. TG is just getting annihilated from all sides. And Skills TV is going to take down Illumi as well. And Viking gonna get the spray, but it's not gonna be enough. Los Santos gonna be taking him down, and this is not looking good for TG. I do think there's only one person left alive, as well as the Denouvo squad from the side. And Rosy Cheeks, Sammy Dougie has to get some dodging action going on here. And Mad Dog from the side, let's see if he can get anything going. Blanca has 6 kills. That is tremendous.
Them being consistent with the double-digit kills is just insane. Going forward into 3 games, still landing double digits, and they're not done yet. And as you can see, the hide and seeking went out from his hidey hole, but now he's getting tagged hard here, trying to survive, and he got spotted by the Mongols. And Team Philippines is now just putting pressure, wanting to secure that kill to make it 5. Here's gonna be a peek out from Sammy Dog. It's gonna be from Pinoy Stank securing that kill, but right now they are under fire from another team from down south. That's gonna be coming from the Mongols as well, and just behind them would be the death place of our hide and seek king from Indonesia.
Yeah, Justmoments still alive. 3. I mean, I do think this is like Justmoments. This map, like, to be honest, like, they cannot. I'm not saying they can't perform an Erangel, but on Miramar, I do think they're just a different squad entirely. Like, they frag different, they play different, they play more aggressive compared to Erangel. Now, let's see if they can get the chicken dinner, though. Let's see if they can follow through, but that's going to be Mongol v Mongol action, as it is going to be Gaming Eba taking down RulleT, but it is going to be Aljn fragging as well. Mad Dog going to try to get some pot shots going. The SLR is not going to be enough, as Justmoments from the side is going to swipe them off the map, and it is the final 4. It is RC versus JM versus BMZ versus MT. This is gonna be intense. Phase 7, 1 minute left till it pops, and let us see 3 squads, or rather 2 squads with 3 people left on the squad. BMZ, single member left alive. He's playing for placements 1000%, and MT, they're gonna have to pick up their teammate if they want to be 4 strong.
And empty right now with 6 at down south, and they're gonna be having there you go, RC having that mountainside advantage, looking down and still having this strong position. But the thing is, having the higher ground than them is gonna be Justmoments. Having 1 more down on that side is gonna be 2 on 4, 2 on 3. There you go, 2 on 3. With that, Justmoments still persisting and putting down their dominance here in Miramar, having great position, going through more of this 7th phase. And now in just 5 seconds, we're gonna be seeing the next circle. And here we go. Who's gonna be having that advantage? Gonna be downside. But still, I think Justmoments still has the advantage. They have 1 anchor from the east. Now just looking down at Team Philippines. But now, as you can see, Mongolians from down below securing the kill on Team Rosy Cheeks, despite not having the high ground advantage.
And some teams, they just have that. Like, despite having the low ground, like, disadvantage, they still frag out, knowing exactly where the other squad is. Meanwhile, this guy from BMG, he's just chilling. He's just chilling, prone, waiting for anyone to come into his crosshairs, and MT looking to finish him off. Now, right now, the Thai squad actually has the advantage compared to the other squads. They had 4, now they just lost 2. Now this is on Justmoments to get their redemption going. They're gonna need to get another chicken dinner, as they want to collect more while they're on their strong map. And the rest of the squads, they're looking pretty lackluster in terms of numbers. BMG has 1 person left alive. MT, they have 2, and Justmoments, they're gonna start to have some pot shots going. Los Santos is gonna get hurt here, but they're gonna spot Gaming Eba on the side, and Karma actually on the ridge here. He could get some kills going. A nade, not gonna be on point, but it's not gonna come soon. Karma, I do think that Boss Sense knows that Karma is on that ridge. He's playing for the circle, and the circle is actually kind of playing for Karma as well, as the ridge is not going to be too affected, as the circle is going to crawl in ever so slowly. The smokes are going to come out just to provide some cover for this Thai squad.
I also like the movement there by Team Mongolia. They have 1 off-site anchor. It's going to be Chunt 4, if I'm not mistaken. He's at the very edge of the circle, waiting for some stragglers from Justmoments to pop off, and eventually hoping to get a kill. But the thing is, it has a downside as well. It's a double-edged sword. If one of his teammates gets downed, he won't really being open to a comeback for a trade-off. And right now, as you can see, the movement coming from Justmoments, having a 2-1 split, having 1 to split up. But there you go, Karma putting down one of the members of Justmoments. But the thing is, the firefight continues. Gonna be 2-on-1. The anchor left alone got eliminated there. And there you go. Gaming Eba left alone against 2. Not having the best advantage here. He is the low ground, trying to throw a chuck a nade. Will it land? Went down too much. Trying to throw again.
Oh, he
got
flashed him.
Now trying to get healed. He's trying to heal. Now, as you can see, Justmoments just making an opening for not Los Santos to get that heal up. It's complete. Trying to get an angle here. Los Santos struggling. He just wants to peek out on Eba, and the circle battle continues. They have 1 minute before the final circle closes down, and Eba would not have an advantage as they pop. He will be popping out from below. 2 angles would be shooting at him.
This is actually super good for Gaming Eba as it's actually gonna close in the circle. Justmoments is gonna have to push here. They're gonna have to play the trade angle in order to get this chicken dinner. This might be trouble for them if they do not play this correctly. Gaming Eba gonna pop some heals before he goes for the final stretch. Phase 9 is about to pop in 50 seconds. They do have the top. They do have the advantage, but Gaming Eba, he gets the down. This is dangerous for them as the Mongolian is going to start to run at them. That's going to be the low health for Gaming Eba. He does have cover. This is going to be very risky for him. He's going to have to not touch the blue zone. He's going to have to get some meds, and he's going to have to get the push, but that's going to be 5 kills. The Thai team Justmoments once again getting the winner chicken dinner. What a game. As they would say, chai chana in Thai. Victory definitely for the Thai squad.
Amazing work there by Team Justmoments. Again, like you mentioned earlier, Justmoments is just completely on another level when it comes down to Miramar. Yes, they did really end up going out at 10th place, if I'm not mistaken, at Erangel. But look at them again here in Miramar, having 9 kills and another chicken dinner in Miramar. But the thing is, we're going to be having Miramar again in the next map. With that momentum, they could actually just shoot up like a rocket if they continue that playstyle and that aggression. And they're going to be sitting pretty at the very top.
Yeah, Justmoments, they don't have to do anything different. I do think they should play kind of more aggressive in those last circles when they do have the advantage in terms of the positioning. But other than that, they could play the exact same game and get the same chicken dinner. But they're gonna have to be a bit more careful on the other squads because they're now racking up the kills, they're now racking up the points. The other countries running it up as well. The Mongolian squad coming in 2nd place. That's a big addition. Plus the amount of kills that the other squads have, they can still rocket up this leaderboard.
True, and we're seeing again teams now just starting to heat up their engines, now entering the picture of those top 4 teams, and they want a piece of that cake as well. I mean the chicken. They do want a piece of that chicken as well in the coming games. And again, I just want to point out we still have 3 more rounds. 3 more rounds. Anything could happen in those 3 rounds. As we saw earlier, top teams like Kopt from Australia got eliminated really early. Maybe it would be the same fate for the other top teams and open a window from the other teams. But yeah, that's gonna be game number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that, but because we're gonna be having 3 more games, again, we're going back to Miramar for game number 4. We're gonna be having a short break. Again, I'm Archer Perez, together here with Sneaky Frog. We'll be right back after the short break. We are back to our one and only GLL Chicken or Nothing, powered by SpawnPoint. Again, to everyone who's watching at Facebook and at Twitch, do follow and share the stream of our pages and our channels. And again, this is gonna be game number 4. If everyone who's just new there, welcome to the show. It's gonna be entering game number 4. We're gonna be going back to Miramar. Again, I'm one of your hosts, Archer Perez, together here with Sneaky Frog. So, Sneaky, can you run us down on what happened and the scoreboard all throughout our past 3 games?
Wow, what a phase 6 from Justmoments. They really played that super well. They kind of had help from the single Indonesian from the right side of the map, who did make it to top 3, but he did get shot from the side from the Mongolian squad. But in the end, Justmoments, they played super well in that game. Their positioning was good. They're taking fights good, except for the last part where they kind of lost. One of their members actually got downed. And that was actually a super precarious situation, but they did get the finish in the end. They did get the chicken dinner. But in the end, Justmoments did get the W.
Yeah, and them being consistent in Miramar, 2 of the Miramar maps being taken over by Justmoments. Will we see a 3rd chicken dinner in Miramar by Justmoments? Here we go, round 4 of our Chicken or Nothing GLL powered by SpawnPoint. Here we go. And our plane path is still, I thinking from, there you go, from the east to west. That's gonna be just south of Campo Militar, going through Monte Nuevo. And again, a team to really watch out for is Team Justmoments. They're gonna be dropping the Bronca and Campo Militar and also Cruz del Val. And what's interesting here, one more team, one of the top teams, Aljin, is just beside them, and we might see a early fight of number 1 and number 2, as if ever the circle would be going down south.
And I do think this is a good choice from the Thai squad, because they do get so much loot off of this. They have Cruz, they have Torre Anumada, and they have Tier Bronca, and they have Campo Militar. And I mean, look at how much area they actually cover. And Mad Dog trying to challenge this, but I do recommend he just goes to water treatment and just, get his loot in the end. He just has to worry about the Indonesian squad X again, possibly getting some pot shots in, but this is going to be dangerous. That's going to be the sniper rifle from Miryan Dita, and they're gonna be up against the Aussies here in Casino, but they're just gonna have to back off. They do not have the best weaponry. The VSS, not too known to do that much damage. It is a 9mm gun, and right now Kopt, they do have somewhat better weaponry. The M16A4 burst weapon plus the Mini 14 as well. Do you think KOPT is just getting these sniper rifles left and right, and that's why they're one of the deadliest teams if they do get the sniper rifle?
With that, again, we've been seeing their performance being really deadly at a long range, and now equipped really early on can really smell trouble onto the other teams, and they're just collecting as much as they can in preparation for a fight in the coming circles. But right now, let's go to the Team WinNie S7 ring. Now just scoping out as they downed 1 member from the Mongolian team, and that's gonna be securing that. And gonna be RulleT, if I'm not mistaken, is inside of the stadium, and they're gonna be contesting each other, hoping for a trade-off as they eliminated one. It's gonna be 3-on-4 as S7 ring now pushing out, hoping to get a kill from the outside in. There you go, RulleT just waiting for the pop-up, but good cover. But there's gonna be a trade-off as well by his teammate. That's gonna be a huge trade-off. It's gonna be 2-on-3 now. Let's see how this develops.
And at the moment, there's so many people down in this compound, and WinNie, S7 ring, he's gonna have to be rezzed by his teammate and Shooter Zhang. Not too far behind, and Weibro gonna just try to pick him up, but he's gonna have to be wary of the high ground here. Or never mind, there's actually not too much high ground, but the smokes is actually gonna block off both entrants, so Illumi does not have any vision going into this one. Nade is gonna come out, not gonna land on anyone. Kurapika gonna try to come out. I just noticed that these are actually Hunter x Hunter characters, and this ZR squad is ultimate weebs, but weebs are pretty good at video games, as every other FPS has proved to me. And let us see Zolbot, RulleT, Batbayar, and let us see if they can do some damage here onto this WinNie squad. And Molotov is going to come out, but that's going to be the push coming in from one of the WinNie members. He's going to get sprayed down immediately. Kurapika very deadly with his weapon, the AKM, and wait, bro, already down, and they cannot cross. They cannot get the res going. They have to take down Kurapika first, but Kurapika is actually doing a 1v3 situation here, but one of the members from the other side already crossed up. That's going to be Waybro already back up in this one, but that's going to be RulleT actually from the side with a canted sight is going to take down WinNie. Look at this positioning from the Mongolian squad. They do have the superior positioning, but Kurapika with his peaks. Kurapika's just winning every angle.
Even though he's the enemy is just trying to pre-fire him, but he is always a bullet ahead, and that's gonna be a wipe on Team WinNie. Kurapika and the hype. RulleT is just crazy. They are, like you said, they're winning every angle, despite even the enemy pre-firing them. But the thing is, they still land the most critical shots, which is the headshots, and they keep winning the firefights. And right now, we're gonna be seeing Team Kopt hoping for a bounce back round here, trying to put the fight and bring the fight to a team from Indonesia, and then from behind, downing Kurapika and wanting to get a second down. Actually, there's two people. That's gonna be 2-on-4. Zanatic in trouble, getting tagged, and that's gonna be 3 down. One more member in the side of Team Indonesia, and he got spotted, and that's gonna be it, if I'm not mistaken. They're still down. One more member. There you go. Correction, there's one more member alive. That's gonna be Breslin trying to escape and hoping to get an angle. One is down, hoping to collect 1 kill for the team, but manages to get up the stairs now with 7 health. Now going inside of that restroom, trying to get some heals up, and it's gonna be a trade heal, and they're gonna be getting Kopt up. But Breslin now being aggressive, cooking up a nade, will be chucking it near the stairs. But the thing is, one member is there throwing a nade back at him, and Breslin now in trouble, having to think of 2 sides of the stairs, and that's gonna be Team Australia going down. There's gonna be 1 collect, but there's gonna be the elimination. Indonesia, Miryan Dita, but the thing is, they still managed to get 1 kill, and that's gonna be Anin. Their top fragger got eliminated with that exchange.
Yeah, to be honest, that was the best situation that the Indonesian squad could ask for, with the only person left alive is going to be Breslin. He did get the down in the end, ignored the guy who went down the stairs because he did know that they're going to go for the trade play. Does get the heavy fragger from the side of the Aussies. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Aljin is actually doing some pot shots on his fellow countrymen from Rosy Cheeks. No mercy whatsoever in this game. There is no friends, there is only foes, and that is definitely the case for them. ShaniceLove getting some pot shots going through the metal. It's not going to get spotted out whatsoever, except he might get spotted out here by the guy in the window. That's from the other squad, but he's going to get 1. Bay Lokis is going to get Zergstein from the AN squad from Bangladesh. And that's just going to be an easy pickup, to be honest. Like, he's not really crawling out ever so soon. But that's going to be Roy doing pot shots once again, that with the Mini 14, making it look automatic. But it's not going to be enough. He's going to have to reload as well. And BMG come out of this fight scot-free with only a little bit of wounds. To just, you know, you can just lick your wounds at this point, and they could just get the free heal. But this is going to be 14 teams still left alive. And it's going to be interesting. What position are they going to take after this one? BMG looking like they're just going to take over this general area of houses near the big city on the side where KOPT is located. And right now, Phase 1 is about to start. And the circle, just like I said, it is super fast because this is not regulation PUBG. This is fast. this is fast, violent, and momentum-based PUBG, as some people would say. And right now, the circle is actually gonna be perfect for all the squads. Near San Martin and Pecado and Bendita, especially for the people where ZE and Hexagon is. San Martin, they're gonna try. Actually, San Martin, there's actually a single Indonesian squad in control of it, but the boys are here. Justmoments, the deadliest team in Miramar from what we've seen from the last 2 games on this map, and yeah, they're just getting control ever so slowly.
And with that said, we are seeing teams just trying to step up as well. And as you can see, the previous top 5 team, ZE-TsnNeer, now trying to bounce back and try to fend off Team Indonesia, but Team Indonesia TG here now just trying to make a perimeter, holding down this mini compound, hoping to not let them out. And they have another member, if I'm not mistaken, going from behind. Let's see if what will happen here. There you go. There's one member trying to circle around. That's a huge turn. And he's trying to get around them, but the thing is, he heard him, making sure no one can flank them. And now it's the tables have turned. The predators become the prey. And they have eliminated one more member. Now they know 2 more members in that small compound, and they would like to assure that they eliminate this team as soon as possible. Now they're throwing some nades, chucking down some smokes, and even some Molotovs. Now TG now would love to, honestly, I think they just want to get out right now, and they have no choice as they are locked horns with Team Bangladesh in that small compound.
Also, in the middle of everything, the Aljn squad looking to get some eliminations near the Malaysian squad in SL, but on the other side of the map, it is going to be Boss B's squad. Kermizi is going to get Hype RulleT, who has been fragging very heavily for his squad. And meanwhile, everyone is still chilling. Phase 2 is still in effect. And everyone is still trying to see if they can get some cover before the squads start to roll into that final circle. I do think Aljn has the advantage here, but it really depends on where the circle lands, and if it doesn't land on them, this is going to be a bad time. And SL trying to go for the wraparound. Jokesy, last time that happened, it wasn't really a good job. Is it gonna be Mad Dog being the same as Fierce? And meanwhile, on the other side, Kermizi once again stepping up for his team. That's going to be the double spray. Can he get the second one? Yes, he can. He's going to be on 1 HP, barely getting it. And that's going to be Zulboot booted out of this map. 13 squads left on this one. That's going to be the push coming in. Mad Dog not afraid whatsoever. That was the guy trying to go for the flank. And Aljn looking like they're going to take over this compound. One person is down once again. That's going to be a nade coming out. Bay Lookies has to be careful. This compound might be crawling with Aljn members anytime soon. Kopico Blanca is going to finish off his teammate. And Bay Lookies, the last one left alive. The only hope for his squad. That's going to be a great shot on Madman, actually. But just like I said, he's the only one left alive on his squad. This is going to be an easy pickup for Mad Dog. And this is gonna be Aljnbotz just looking for a finish here. Smoke gonna come out. Bay Lucky's trying to see if he can get another kill going. The Molotov is gonna come out. Not gonna be true. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, MT is actually fragging as well. This is just gonna be whoever camps who as the circle. Not gonna be too much of a problem for anyone in this one. And Aljn, they do want to get control of this compound as fast as possible. And Bay Low-keys is the single person. He's been very annoying for the squad. The nade is gonna land on top of him, but it's not gonna be enough. Bay Low-keys once again with a great shot. Does take down 2, but Mad Dog is gonna be the only casualty that the Aljn squad has. And what a game from him. 2 kills already. 5 for the Aljn squad. From kills alone, they're already leading the leaderboard. And at the moment, Justmoments playing it very, very smart. Gaju is going to be taken out. Bossent gonna get those free kills. Look at this car versus car action happening right now, and Rocky Gyms gets the kill as well. What is this? This is some high action PUBG. It's not just guns, it's definitely some vehicular action going on at the moment. That's gonna be Hwang Yeji getting Vedzz from this side as well. The push is gonna come in. Ajraf Nafiu is gonna get this one going, but he does spot one, but the snake in the grass, or rather in the sand, is gonna be taken out. What a fight from him. The only one left alive is gonna be Silence, and this might be doomed. TG, they're suffering heavy casualties as well as the best team. Just like we said, the best team in this map, JM, they're gonna start to collect some kills as well.
That's some pretty intense exchanges from multiple teams, and it still continues. Silas getting fired down upon from the high ground, and he's landing 3 health. And as you can see, Justmoments still dominating the scene. But as I was saying, that he got down Rocky Gyms, who got the kill on the people just passing through with the vehicles, got down here. But the exchange with the Molly, and King goes down with that. Now, hoping to get this window for the upping for his teammate. But the thing is, they're trying to hold this perimeter, and Team Thailand is still lurking in the shadows. And they're gonna be it. That's gonna be Team Indonesia. Sorry, that's gonna be a clarification. Team Indonesia was lurking, hoping to get a sneaky exit, but Justmoments making sure to secure those kills, ending the run for that team.
This has been quite the common strat for the Aussies, actually. They want to stay in the middle of the circle.
Oh, yeah.
But this could be bad for them if they do not have cars to work with. And Hexagon near the drop from the airplane, and I don't think he really got anything there. He got a Mini 14 level 3 vest and a military vest as well. And let us see, can this be effective? He's the only one left alive for his squad. He's gonna do like a sneaky snake action, but the last time someone did that, it was basically doomed. But come from above, this is gonna be punishment from above. That's gonna be Teletubbies saying, hi, we are here to play, and that's gonna be your squad already gone. And they're just collecting kills left and right. Both of the Filipino squads doing a very great job in this game, actually. And 11 teams left alive. It's only phase 4 as the circle is gonna start to close in. Hwang Yeji has to recoup with his team because he's still in the circle. I do think he's still trying to loot some meds, some nades, which is very important for that final fight near phase 6.
Really good stuff there coming from the team still alive with 16 minutes in. We still have a huge chunk of teams trying to fight it out into that circle. And as you can see, Madman and Aljin and company still racking those kills. As so far, in the past 3 rounds, they have consistently got double-digit kills. And we're not even halfway through. They already have 5, and they will be continuing this body collection all throughout the following phases. As I was talking about them, they were really just firing down on a team. And the team from Bangladesh, that's gonna be ZE-TsnNeer. 1 person left alone in that compound, hoping to survive to get a placement point or maybe some straggling kills before they close in and possibly an early exit. And now looking forward, that's gonna be Team Denouvo, moving a 2-man all across the map and circle. But the thing is, they're so open. He just left his teammate there. What happened? What happened? He just dropped out the vehicle, drove off, left his teammate out in the open. What happened there? I'm so confused.
This is what happened, okay? Denouvo, he played some bad music in the ops, dude. He just got kicked out. He got kicked out. He's like, what are you playing, dude? What are you playing? Get out of my car. You're playing some bad music. But right now, oh, Crimsy is actually doing the same thing. Never mind, he got shot from the other side of the map. That's gonna be the boys once again from Australia, doing some heavy damage from the side as well. Hades, being the god of death, actually raining upon here. That's gonna be Hades with 5 kills. What a moment for the Indian squad. Hades is actually popping off, cracked off of his mind. 11 squads left alive. 30 in terms of numbers from everyone. It is phase 4. 12 seconds left till phase 5 is going to be revealed. The white circle, this is going to be super important for all the teams, especially for the ones who are near the edge of the circle. And next circle is going to be revealed, and this doesn't hurt the chances of Aljnbotz too much, but the other squads are out in the open. The most trouble for any squad here is going to be the Aussies, because they're in the middle of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 6 if you include the Indian squad in the middle. They're in between 6 squads. Some of them only have 1, some of them only have 2, but this could be trouble for them.
Honestly, I don't know how they are gonna survive this. And as you can see, teams are really moving forward, like 2 steps ahead of them. They're really securing areas in the circle, and they're still in the middle. It's gonna really be bad for Team Australia. The boys would be in trouble as the circle will be closing in 1 second. That's gonna be it. It's gonna be closing down, and it's gonna be real trouble for them. And Team India holding that church really well. It's gonna be really troublesome for all of the teams, because that church is uphill, and it's gonna be having a surrounding vantage point all across the areas included in the circle. But Justmoments trying to claim this hill, trying to gatekeep Team Indonesia. Is gonna be landing 2 shots, 3 shots, securing the kill on Nilik Ina. Now wanting another kill with his SLR, landing 2, making sure to land the final kill. He needs to reload, manages to get to cover, but right now Aljnbotz as well, gunning down Team Indonesia. They're just out in the open, hoping to get home free in the circle. But the thing is, the troublesome circle is not favoring anyone. Right now, Australia just holding down the fort, despite the circle is not favoring their compound. They want to get the kills before they risk going into that open area for that circle entry.
Man, what a set of kills that we have. BMG is going to be taken out by the blue zone, and I do think that's kind of smart. You did just die to the blue zone. You're not going to give anyone points, but you're not going to get any placement as well. So you're going to have to, you know, die to the blue zone smartly. As Aljin is actually going to shoot his fellow countrymen in this open area. There is, just like I said, there is no friends in this map. There is only enemies. Even though they're from the same country, there's no mercy incoming. But the problem is Kopt, the Aussies, they actually stole the kill from one of the members, so they do get the points. So right now Aljnbotz kind of doing pot shots as well to the Aussie team. And right now, this is phase 5 going into phase 6. The circle is for the Aussies, because they do have the high ground on the side. Meanwhile, the rest of the other squads, they do have to close into this white circle. And this is a pretty fast circle, if I say so myself. And phase 6 could be dangerous for the other squads. Meanwhile, there's already pot shots incoming. The Aussies are getting shot. There's Aljnbotz is actually shooting 2 squads at the same time. The Mongols are getting shot, and the Aussies. And at the moment, Justmoments using their positioning that no one knows their positioning at the moment. So they're just moving in, looking for any position that has cover, that has the advantage in terms of height, that could give them the upper hand. But they're still trying to move ever so slowly, which has been the case for them. They want to get that chicken dinner once again with the superior firepower, with the superior positioning, with just basically the superior gameplay that they have on the Miramar. And still, spray is actually gonna come out. That's gonna be 1 down, but it's not gonna be enough. That's gonna be Ajraf. Is that Ajraf? Oh my god, my eyes are so bad now. Gonna be taken now. The Bangladeshi squad, unfortunately, already out. And 6 teams left alive. Justmoments, winners from the last Miramar map, looking to win this one as well. They're still 4 strong. Rest of the squad, they're kind of broken. The closest thing to competition in terms of numbers is the Aljin squad. They still have 3.
And now with Aljin's team trying to lurk, trying to get closer to Team Australia. The boys doesn't know that Cofico Blanca trying to flank them right now. Actually, there's gonna be a good angle to spot 3. If they don't spot Copico Blanca, they're gonna be losing Kopt here. And here we go, just waiting for the right moment. But the thing is, he got spotted, and Copico Blanca nowhere near his teammates will be downed. That's gonna be really
Man.
critical now, and having just 2 members against all of this is really unfortunate. They risk it, high risk, high reward. They could have ended Team Australia there, but they ended up losing Cofico Blanca. But now, the ones who's leading the church is gonna be Vedzz Gaming now. Roy left alone, trying to fend off from another team coming from Mongolia. And that's gonna be the top 4 teams left. Mongolia, Australia, Indonesia, Thailand, and Philippines would be the last 4 teams in our circle.
Man, this has been the same squad basically that has been in the top 4 for the past games, and you could just switch out MT with any other squad, but they've been very competitive this one. But they could have gotten one more person in, but unfortunately he was on his own the whole time. But this is gonna be the wraparound coming in from Hwang Yeji, and this is gonna be quite the res as well, because the Kopt squad, I do think that they could just run over and finish off Copico Blanca, but I don't think they're gonna risk it. Kopt wants to go for that winner chicken dinner. In terms of positioning, Madman is all the way up in the mountain. Problem is, he's gonna have to go down, and that's quite the dangerous drop as well if he does decide to go for it, because the MT squad from Mongolia is actually watching that ridge just in case anyone tries to go down from it. And the KOPT squad, they still have the advantage in terms of the position. They're still deeper in the white circle, but Justmoments now gonna start to move into this Monzune team. The nade is gonna start to come out. The only person left up is Autumn, and he's not in the best position. He only has 3 med packs going, so if he's gonna decide to go for the fight, he's gonna have to go for the advantageous one. And out of nowhere, Justmoments, Rocky Gyms, what? Justmoments already have 10 kills, 4 on 2 and 2 on 2, and at the moment Aljn gonna collect their 10th kill for the squad, as well as the circle is gonna start to move in. Gaming Eba, the last person left alive for this Mongolian squad. They do have 5 kills. Can they get 6? Justmoments, they cannot afford another casualty, as they do want to go full force, full strong, full 3 going into this final circle. Basically, it's gonna be a 3v3 as they eliminate the last person left alive. Gaming Eba out of the picture.
Now, really interestingly, we have one Team Philippines really being an anchor from the other side, leaving the 2 up in the mountain, going against the Australian team. One is down from Team Kopt. Now they want to go up the mountain, but the thing is, Aljnbotz team are there trying to hold them down, but Cofico Blanca again goes down and gets ended here. Hwang Yeji is alone against 2.
What a shot!
Manages to kill with a headshot on Panda and Kopt. They would be securing that kill on Team Australia, leaving them again with Team Justmoments. Will they pull out a win here in Miramar? It is going to be an open shot. Madman has an open shot on them. They're trying to put out some bullets. Los Santos out in the open, got down here, and there's going to be one more from behind. But Madman is playing like a madman here, taking out 2, securing this one more kill. But Yanjin is down as well. It's gonna be a chicken dinner kill from long range. The smoke has been popped. He's trying not to heal anymore, just popping and landing some shots, hoping to get that kill. It's gonna be 1v1.
Look at Hwang Yeji. He's actually gonna crawl for the information. He's gonna try to see if Boss Sense is gonna try to go for the res, but Madman is already gonna go down. This is gonna be the kill. The 1v1 situation, it is very precarious. The smoke is still out. Los Santos, he is about to die as he pops the energy drink just to try to get some healing going. Justmoments up to 115 kills on the other squad as Aljn collects one more. Mad Nan versus Boss Sense TV. Thailand versus the Philippines, and let us see. The smoke is the only thing covering them from certain doom, and the smoke is not bulletproof. I repeat, the smoke is not bulletproof. The nade is gonna come out, the smoke as well, to provide some cover for this squad, and the pot shots are gonna start to come out. Bossant's just gonna inject himself some health here, but the spray is gonna come out. 19 HP. JM is gonna heal all of that back. The nade is gonna come out as well. He's just gonna have to spam the smoke. He's gonna have to spam the smoke. That's the only option that he has. He has the SLR, but the other squad, he does have a barrel as well. Both very, very good long range, both very good long range weapons. Bossant finishes off Hwang Yeji. No more information, no more drone from behind, and Bossant is just gonna inject himself again and again and again with that med kit. No problem. That the nade gonna come out. It's actually gonna land on top of him, and is this gonna be the chicken dinner roast that we are looking for? And that's gonna be Aljnbotz's squad getting the W in the end.
The Miramar Kings has been taken down by Team Aljnbotz from the Philippines, and not only that, they also landed with 16. For me, what was critical on that one-on-one fight, there's one lurking satellite just getting that information. He didn't take him out earlier. Honestly, I was hoping for him to shoot him, just turn around and just shoot him, because the information was so critical. The lands of the bullets are just accurate because of that information, despite of the smokes. And the opening of him healing is just really bad. He managed to push forward, and Aljnbotz with the final bullet, ending that round as the new kings of Miramar, as we won't be coming back to Miramar, as the following games would be both Erangel. What a game. So, Sneaky, what are your thoughts of Aljnbotz finally getting a chicken dinner, as they even closed up the second top spot without even having chickens but only kills?
Man, I really think it was already inevitable at this point, because Aljnbotz, their team, I know they're like kill-based team, but eventually they're gonna get that chicken dinner and just kill everyone in the end. What a game from Copico Blanca as well, getting 6 kills. They're just collecting points left and right, and just based off the kills, they could actually take over the spot of Justmoments here, and also the KOPT squad. Great job from them as well, but they got caught out very early on near phase 6, and what an unfortunate casualty that was. It all came down to that 1v1 situation, and in the end, the clutch is gonna come out thanks to some people, despite being down, giving information to the final person left alive. And yeah, that was basically, I'm not saying it was a free win, but that was quite the fight that they had, and they do come out in the end.
True, and again, we are seeing consistent teams at the very end. That's gonna be Team Australia, Team Thailand, Team Philippines as well. And right now, they're just having a kill race. And even now, entering the first chicken dinner entry from Team Philippines is just remarkable. And now going back to Erangel, let's see if they continue that just killer instinct. I'm just speechless on how they went with that round, and both of them having double-digit kills, and I'm just excited to see what will unfold in the next 2 games. And again, I'm one of your hosts and shoutcasters, Archer Perez, alongside with me, my fellow host and shoutcaster, Sneaky Frog. We'll be right back in this short break. See you guys in game number 5. And we are back only here in GLL Chicken or Nothing, powered by SpawnPoint. And what the past few games we had, it's just going crazy, and we still have 2 more. But with that said, again, I'm one of your hosts and shoutcasters, Archer Perez, together with Sneaky Frog. So, Sneaky, can you run down our scoreboard and what happened in the past game?
Man, last game was definitely a doozy. So much weird stuff happened, but in the end, it came down to a 1v1. And look at this. First place, 73 tournament points. Half of that is the kills. 49 kills. Like how do you do that in the span of 4 games? Or rather, yeah, in the span of 4 games, they got 49 kills plus a chicken dinner. So they're sitting pretty on top of the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Justmoments, it was a close game for them as well. It came down to the Molotov in the end till they knew exactly where the game would end up. Meanwhile, KOPT kind of falling behind in this one, unfortunately. They didn't really place that high compared to the top 2 squads in the game. And yeah, they kind of fell off. So there's kind of a stretch for them to get back into the top 1. They're going to have to play a game of their life. And the top 2 teams need to fall off super hard if they do want to get back in this one. But yeah, it's going to be back on... Erangel, the comfort for some of these teams, and I'm actually kind of worried about Justmoments here because the last time that they played this map, they really didn't place too well, so they're at risk of kind of losing the second place finish that they already have to the Aljnbotz side. He played this one super well as well. They just placed, or rather, they just got taken out in an unfortunate fashion as well. But how would I say this? The KOPT squad, if they're gonna get the run back here, this is the time to do it. I mean, like they already have insane long range. They have insane long range aim. They have super good teamwork as well. So if they want to go for this one, they're gonna have to pop off. Meanwhile, there's already some early skirmishes going on as they see. Or rather, Lyc is going to get 1 member off of the RC squad, and the circle is going to be in the north side here, between Zarki and shooting range. So it's going to be interesting, especially the top 2 teams, or rather the first place team and the third place team is in close proximity of each other.
Yeah, and as you can see, the circle coming from the flame path of Severny up to the military base. It's just really spread off, and the circle is now landing at northwest of the circle. And as you said, we are having some early skirmishes that's gonna be coming from near school, actually, and the general area of school. And there's lots of teams at Rozok School and the apartments down south. And it's gonna be really interesting how they're gonna be fighting off in this area. But also, we have here Hype RulleT and his team, Zobot RulleT, Bat Bayar, fighting against another team which is coming from Indonesia at military base. They're the only teams here, and they're really going at this despite not having the best loot yet. They're going for an early kill and wipe here, and it's gonna be 2 kills on the board for Team Zolbot. But Miryan Dita having 2 down as well. It's gonna be really hard to not engage back. They're gonna be locked horns here and gonna be forced to fight with them until the very end, as they are the last teams, the only teams here in a military base.
Yeah, and this could be trouble for them if they do lose the military base. They get super bad placing, plus the other team gets so much loot because the amount of buildings plus the amount of sheer volume of land that the military base occupies definitely helps with the squad that is already in this one. But the problem is the circle is all the way north of the map, so they're gonna have to get a very fast vehicle and start running up near Zarki, possibly near Pochinki as well. Maybe get the safe zone there and get some loot as well, such as the doings of the Bangladeshi squad in ZE, who is just taking everything. It's just a bit of action from the squads who are so close to each other. And meanwhile, there's actually some finishes going on as MT Gaming, Eba is actually gonna take down 1, and that's going to be one of the Malaysian squads leaving behind one of their members. So that is an unfortunate loss. 58 people left alive. There's still plenty of squads. There's still plenty of numbers. So it's still pretty big mystery who's gonna get the chicken dinner here.
True, and again, it's still not clear who is the kings of Erangel. Earlier, it was a clear picture to see, and that's gonna be Justmoments. But then on the last game of Miramar, we saw a new victor coming out, which is Aljnbotz from the Philippines. And I'm still, like you said, it's still a mystery. I'm still not sure who's gonna be reigning this map, as it's still unsure who's really dominant here. But as you can see, BMG Litina now trying to cross the bridge alone, hoping to get some info if this place is free. But the thing is, Mad Dog is here from the previous chicken dinner winner, and now the top team, now while he's passing through, he's trying to land some shots, but the thing is, he didn't land the kill. Oh, but when he switches to the Mini 14, landed the headshot on Likina. And that's really unfortunate. Again, we are seeing some kills just trying to pass through. He heard the car. There's one more. Oh, that was a quick play. Whoa.
Dude, I'm convinced that BMG is like the unluckiest
Yo,
team in this tournament.
No, that's insane. When the car was just running towards him, shot the driver, the car is still going at him. He went in the buggy and not being ran over. That's insane. Yo, same. I'm convinced. They are on another level right now. That's some ultra instinct stuff right there.
Dude.
What a play.
what a play, but unfortunate for BMG. 3 different squads literally took out 3 different members. So there's the Filipino squad took down their first member. KOPT took down the second. Now we saw the third. I'm just telling BMG, man, just go next or like survive until the last circle, because right now this is not your game, because the only person left alive is still hanging around in the area, or rather no, that is the TG squad, the last one left alive, or rather actually BMG's already out. There's only 15 teams left, and Hades is gonna fall from a very high place according to the kill feed, which has been a common theme actually. There's like 3 people who fell from very high heights, and they're gonna have to be picked up by their teammate as well. And yeah, Erangel still plenty of cover to work with. What a shot from Mad Dog through the shrubbery of the leaves that we're seeing here near the trees, just taking pot shots, giving pot shots to the opponent and making them use their meds. And I do think taking pot shots is definitely worth it when it comes to teams within a house, because you do want to reduce the amount of meds that they already have. And if you do have information about the meds that they already have, you can just go into the place, or you can just be Boss Sense, who just runs down this guy in the car. Bayloquez is actually super wrecked by this guy from Justmoments. Top 2 teams, just like I said from the last time, it is a mystery whether or not they can do well in Erangel, but they're kind of shutting me up as of the moment. And nade is gonna fly in the room. It's gonna land on top of Boss Sense, and Boss Sense is gonna be taken down. That is a Kobe going into the window, but that's gonna be ShaniceLove squad out of the picture. 14 teams left on this one, but KOPT kind of catching up as well. This is super dangerous for KOPT, because if you allow Justmoments' squad to get some momentum going, this is super bad for you.
Yeah, and again, the top teams are just trying to ramp up their engines yet again. As you've said, that's going to be Kopt, and right now we're looking at Justmoments. They still on that high horse and really dominating the teams as they pass through, or even just encounter by accident. They keep winning those team fights, and as you can see, there's going to be a team from India just trying to scout out this compound. And from previous rounds and from earlier on, we just know that it's really dangerous just to go alone with your vehicle, as we have players here just dead on accurate even though you're in a vehicle. It's proven time and time again, and as you can see, that's gonna be one down coming from Team Australia. The boys are now charging in that compound, knowing that is a window of opportunity, as one member is down and his teammate is nowhere to be found as well. Just making sure the area is clear, trying to pop some flashes, and there you go. That's gonna be a kill on In My Dream.
Problem is the Australian team is also pulling up to the same house that they just did, so they're gonna have to be careful. WinNie squad just rolling around with these cars, just trying to see if they can get any information going, as Mad Dog does take down Hexagon, but I do think he is home safe between some cover. Just like I said, Chibirit is just gonna go for the res. Molotov is gonna be way off, and they should just go for the run in here. But just like this, Thuglice Gaming from the side, this could be the flank that they need. This could be the backup that they need, but Mad Dog and Madnan from the side. Nades are going to start to fly, and this is going to be the shots going. Madnan going for the spray, but it's not going to work out for him. He's going to have to go behind cover, and he's going to have to go for the meds here. But Kopt from the last game, he was insane in terms of fragging, but can he save his team from certain doom? That's going to be Hexagon from the high ground. He's going to take down Mad Dog. And Ajraf Nafiu is going to take down one as well. Madman going to use his healing, but he's going to get sprayed down immediately. But Chibirit is going to take him down, and he's going to get finished off by Lacey probably. But this is going to be Hexagon. Not just yet. They're still waiting for the other squad to go for this one. And this is actually super bad for Aljnbotz because they're losing members left and right. And Hwang Yeji is not anywhere near this squad. And they're just going to be wiped out. Almost everyone. Madman, Mad Dog, and also Kopt. The three huge fraggers on the team already out, and Hwang Yeji, he's just gonna have to play for placement. He's gonna have to try to see if he can keep them on first place just based off of that.
That's really unfortunate. Again, one of the top teams right now, actually top number 1 team, gets eliminated this early. Could really open opportunities for Justmoments and Kopt just to take over. But the thing is, the scoreboard is showing that 73 on Team Philippines, Aljnbotz. Justmoments coming in second with 69. They can really take that spot away from Team Philippines right now. But coming up third, Team Australia with 49. I think the Aljnbotz and company still has this huge caution for them to keep a top spot. But the thing is, if Kopt here landed a high kill game and the chicken dinner, they would be leveling with Justmoments, and they're still in the game. But right now, top 4 and the rest of the teams are just too far away from the number 1 spot. But I like how they are still firing away and having this fighting spirit and hoping to try and chase the top teams, as this is the second to the last game for tonight. And Kopt Gaming still on a fire on this map and trying to scout out for any possible victims of their wrath.
Dude, Hwang Yeji needs to call his boys from the other Filipino squad. I need some help because there is some Aussies chasing me from behind, and he is in no man's land, dude. He's in the middle of the circle. But this is the best position that you can ask for if you're playing for placements. Like, you're in this middle area where there's enough cover for just one person. No one expects you to be there, to be honest, because squads don't usually go for that one. And let us see. The cars are gonna start to roll into the white zone, and WinNie hearing some members from the VG squad here on the side, and I do think they're just gonna decide to ignore it. He does hear 4. Then they do not want to go for the immediate fight here, so they're gonna have to see if they can. They're gonna have to see if they can actually try to go around the circle instead of going with the other squads, and this could be either super good or super bad for them. And at the moment, it might be a 1v1. Oh no, this okay. The car barrel rolling all over the place. This has been it actually happened twice. This is the same squad that did it from last time, and Hwang Yeji praying for his life, gonna go for the spray. He wants to go for the spray because the sheer speed of the vehicle, if he gets the kill, that's a surefire kill, because you get enough damage from the car running over the driver itself to get the finish. And Hwang Yeji is stuck between a rock and a hard place, so there's literally 4 members of the other squad going for this one. He's gonna have to go for the sick 1v4 play. He does see him. does go for the jump, but the spray is going to come out, and Zergstein is going to stop any trouble from Hwang Yeji and Aljnbotz from number 1 to number 14. What a fall from grace, and they might just lose the top spot from Justmoments if Justmoments places well and gets enough kills. And KOPT is still in the running. This is one of the situations that they can actually keep up on the scoreboard. Like, you want to have as much points as possible, and you want to have the other squads from the top 3 go down. Meanwhile, there's so much action going on. There's going to be RC and BB at the same time getting taken down. MT Gaming, Eba is actually going to get VG here. One of the members of VG and Waybro is going to be taken down by Rosy Cheeks with the headshot. Munzune team is going to get some damage in as well. Look at this. They're just getting pelted by bullets from this side, from all over the place, from VG, from RC, from BB. And this might be trouble from them. Molotov is going to come out. Munzune is down. He cannot get rezzed by his teammate because Roy is on the case. Roy, the savior of the VG squad. This guy has stepped up even though his teammates have been down for, the past 5 games. And he is definitely collecting kills. Some kills on the side as well. Gaming Eba is going to be down to 5 HP. Autumn Abo going to try to go for this finish on one of the other squads. And Gaming, or rather Hades, is going to stop that from happening. So many smokes on their side, but they're going to have to be careful. Gaming Eba on the side. Roy going to go for the side flank, but it's not going to work out. Eba is going to get that aim duel down, but look at this. Hades from the side is going to get denied from Autumn Abo, playing around the tree so perfectly, using the cover. He's actually staring right at him for some reason, and Gaming Abo, or rather Autumn Abo, what is this? There's still a smoke right in front of them. I forgot. The spectator settings do have the transparent smoke settings, but it is going to be Vedzz Gaming once again placing 13th. But what a valiant effort from them. What a good fight from both of these squads. But MT come out in the end.
That was pretty intense. That was a huge effort, and great work there coming from Hades. He did go for a wraparound and went for a flank, but the thing is, despite of him getting one down, the backup having a high advantage would be the victorious team there. And as you can see here, another team that's been trying to climb up the leaderboards, which is Team ZE-TsnNeer, having a firefight here with Team Mongolia, and that's gonna be Zolpot, RulleT, and they're gonna be having a huge firefight there. But Boss B got eliminated by Justmoments, even though he was trying to get away with a vehicle. But now going back, they're gonna be we're gonna be having ZE-TsnNeer versus Team Australia, Kopt. Now having the high ground. It's still a 4-man strong, but Fierce will be going down in the hands of one more team. It's going to be Team Mongolia. They are in a 3-way lock here, and the advantage for me is going to be from Team Australia as they are on the top of the mountain. The Miryan Dita has been eliminated alongside with the WinNie. Team Philippines RC now pushing through this area, making sure it's all clear. They have eliminated all possible enemies so far, but yet ZE-TsnNeer trying to pop some smokes. Good thing they have not been downed whatsoever. They have been accepting bullets left and right, still managing to get away with some few health, and now they're popping out their smoke walls, and they are reassessing if they should re-engage or they should just back off from this 3-way lock against Team Australia and Team Mongolia. Now Team Mongolia is just trying to peek out this hillside, knowing that Team Bangladesh ZE-TsnNeer is just waiting for the right time, and they're just backing off and trying to peek out. Hype RulleT trying to land some shots, non-connecting, and there's a bullet landing on him, making him back off that ridge side, and now trying to heal because every HP counts.
Yeah, definitely. 8 teams left on the board. Quite the flurry of deaths from all of the squad, but the Aussie squad is going to get shot from behind. They're going to have to find some cover because they do have the advantage if they do play the circle. Problem is, right behind them is going to be the Justmoments squad, who has been ever so deadly in this map. They did kind of redeem themselves compared to the last Erangel map that they did play. One of the members of the Kopt squad is already down. That's going to be Jesse. And Pinoy's tank is going to be taken down by Justmoments as well. This man has been popping off beyond belief. And Tiburit from the side. He's going to try to look for the finish here on one of the Aussie squads. Hype RulleT as well. From Zolboot, RulleT, Batbayar. And going to try to go for the loot. Probably going to go for some nades. He does have plenty of meds to work with. And these fights are gonna start. Fears gonna try to get Illumi down here, but it's not gonna be enough. Using the bandage to heal himself up. He does spot him out. The pot shots are gonna start to hit. The bush is not gonna be bulletproof. And yeah, the fights are just super short. They do not want to take these fights as soon as phase 5 happens, but except Instinct is gonna be a different man. He's gonna take the fight to them. Illumi gonna try to get the kill here, but the push is gonna come out. That's gonna be the spray. Great double kill there from Instinct, and that's gonna be Zolboot gonna be booted out once again off of this map. And ZN playing super aggressive, and they're playing way better than the last maps. They have actually gotten as soon as a map 5 went up, they started just ramping up. Like, compared to the other maps, I do think their confidence is growing higher and higher. And Justmoments spotting out one of the Aussies here, but they could start the fight. They could be the third party. A single headshot could mean the end of one of the members, but Rocky Gyms gonna take down the Mongolian squad, and this is just 6 teams left alive. Phase 5 about to come in. Look at these squads just crawling all over the place, looking for cover, looking for high ground, looking for a advantage to work with.
It's really interesting that the Justmoments and Kopt are beside each other, and we still have 6 teams left. And if Kopt went for Justmoments right now, it could really boost them up in the leaderboards with the kills, and taking out Justmoments, preventing them to gain more kills. Kopt might actually grab the second place, but we are not too sure if they're gonna be engaging Justmoments or just gonna be holding that position passively. So as you can see right now, that's gonna be from Team Indonesia. Now just having that angle against Bangladesh, making sure that ZE-TsnNeer not able to get up this ridge side. They are still firing away, and as you can see, Team Philippines just going to go around down south. And there you go, Instinct again with the kills coming through. It's gonna be 2-on-2 if I'm not mistaken. It's gonna be 2-on-2. Yes, both teams have 2 down, 1 dead on the side of Bangladesh. He's trying to hit those shots, landing at 36, but manages to still stay alive. One member, Lace, if I'm not mistaken, he's trying to push hard here despite the smoke covers and trying to get his teammate up. He is very deep in enemy territory, but one member from ZE-TsnNeer trying to still cover this perimeter despite being covered in smoke. He doesn't know he has 2 opponents on the right side, but ZE-TsnNeer, the captain, watching his teammate fall, and there's gonna be a 3-on-1 situation. This is bad for ZE-TsnNeer, and that's gonna be it. ZE-TsnNeer gets eliminated not by Team Indonesia, but Team Australia from above, and that's gonna be one more team less. And again, they are going into the final 5 teams. Now, Team Philippines trying to make this car explode, so it won't be a problem anymore. But the thing is, a bullet went through the window in the hands of one of the team of Bangladesh. He will be going down, and Rosy Cheeks and one more member will be left alone. And Kopt, still a 4-man strong, up in the hill, trying to gun down at Justmoments. This is their opportunity and their chance to take that second place lead. And as you can see, that's gonna be Ajraf Nafiu. Them, oh my god, Justmoments got eliminated. Now this Kopt to take over the second place, and we have a team from Bangladesh really at the bottom place of our leaderboards, now stepping up. They are now stepping up, now taking down Team Philippines here. Let's see what will happen if Team Philippines can get out of this, or if Team Kopt will rise above and take that second place spot.
This is all on Kopt, or rather Kopt, if some people would say, to win this one. AN kind of doing a favor for the Kopt side by taking out the top dog of Justmoments. Now, it is on them. Are they going to go for the W? If they get the W, they have a chance to redeem themselves in the 6th game. And this is going to be the pot shots coming out. Kopt, the man himself. Let's see if he can get the bullets in. If he can get the bullets in, this could be good for him. The finish off is not going to be enough. Chibrit is going to be behind the cement wall. And Ajraf collecting some kills here as well, as the circle is going to start to go in. This is actually going to be an advantage for the Indonesian squad on the other side of the hill. And Kopt looking to get some positioning here, so no one is going to be taken out just yet. The house in front of them is occupied by the Indonesian squad, and you know, they're still trying to get the positioning going. Actually, Chibrit is going to get, or rather Chibirit is going to get rezzed here. The smoke is going to provide them some cover. This is going to be the run-in. Rosy Cheeks is already going to be out because of the other squad. That's going to be the spray coming out from Anen. He's going to get to take down one. He's going to finish him off as well. Panda is actually Kopt, actually all the way back. This is going to be the Bangladeshi squad moving in from behind. And Anen, the guy who's been fragging out for his team, this is going to be a squad wipe for Jesse's from behind. Rather, Kopt is going to be eliminated, going to get ran over. And this is going to be TG versus AN, Bangladesh versus Indonesia. And let's see what happens. Cars are still in effect. This is basically Mad Max at this point. No one from the Australian squad is alive, and both bottom teams are fighting for this chicken dinner to at least get some achievement going out of this tournament. And TG is gonna get the chicken dinner. Thuglice Game TV from Indonesia with 13 kills as well, gonna get the winner chicken dinner.
With the change of scenery and change of map, really changed the dynamic of our top teams. Our top teams really landed, they ended their run really early. Two teams as well, Justmoments and Kopt, trying to be at the final two for the epic battle for the 2nd place. But the thing is, the bottom teams are really stepping up. They're really entering this leaderboards, claiming that they want a place at the top 10 or even higher spots. And them, as you can see, that's gonna be Thuglice Gaming Game TV for that chicken dinner. And coming in second, the 16th team place in our leaderboards is gonna be Ajraf Nafiu, and they're gonna be landing second. That's just insane. We are seeing teams just rising above from the ashes, taking the fight to the top teams.
This could have been way different if Jesse got the 3rd guy from behind, and they could have taken the fight to TG. But very unfortunate for them. At least they placed on top of JM, but it doesn't mean much because they Justmoments does have 7 kills on the board. Meanwhile, for the other squad, they only have 8. The placing is not too far from each other, so I don't think the point disparity is going to be too much. Possibly Justmoments might take over the number 1 spot because Aljn's squad did kind of choke in this one. They kind of took a bad fight, and they really just went out with a boom.
Yeah. And with that, I do agree with you. Justmoments will be claiming the top spot right now from Aljnbotz from the Philippines, and Kopt, I think they will be staying still at the 3rd place spot, as despite being one of the final 4, they did not land that much kills, and they're not too far away from Justmoments. So with that said, that's gonna be the top 3 teams still fighting with that top chicken dinners. We're gonna be entering the last game after the break. So again, that's gonna be me, Archer Perez, alongside with Sneaky Frog as your hosts and shoutcasters for tonight. We'll be right back for game number 6, the final game of the night after the short break. See you guys in a bit. And we are back for the GLL Chicken or Nothing, powered by SpawnPoint for this PUBG tournament. Again, it's gonna be the last game. To everyone who is watching, thank you so much for this long trip with us. But the thing is, we're going for the last game, and let's see who is gonna be coming up at top. Just gonna be Justmoments, Aljnbotz, and Kopt. Again, I am one of your hosts and shoutcasters, Archer Perez, together now with Sneaky Frog. And that's gonna be the scoreboard. Can you run us through our leaderboards?
Man, I just saw the leaderboard now, and I forgot how close the battle is. Kopt, they did kind of catch up a bit, but they didn't get the first place. They did not get the kills. They got like 6 or 8 in the last game, but Aljnbotz got took over by Justmoments by 4 points. And if Aljnbotz, if they place 14th, again, they're gonna lose that first place spot, and Justmoments are just gonna start to chill. But they really can't, because the problem is Kopt is not that far behind. Like a single chicken dinner and a big kill game from any of the members of Kopt could be the cause of them getting first. But Justmoments, if they can keep their top spot and perform as well as they did last game on Erangel, this could be their victory in this one. And this could be, yeah, this could be the decider game. Like game 6 has got to be one of the most important games for the top 3 squad, especially Aljn, especially Kopt, especially Justmoments. And if they want to go for their passive play, I can't really blame them, to be honest. The plane is gonna come from the south near the pier, going into the north near Stalber, and the teams are just gonna start to spread out. They're gonna play more safe probably, and this could be the decider game, just like I said. But the landing is actually gonna come out. It is no longer the Filipino squad going with the Kopt squad near Georgia Pole Hospital area, but they're actually gonna go into the WDZ squad near the site. So they're gonna have to be careful. They could also get third-partied by the Mongolian squad, also their fellow Filipino squad mates near the pier area, and the Mongolian squad from the other side as well. This could be the cause, and this is trouble in paradise for the Filipino squad. Aljnbotz, he's gonna have to decide whether or not they're gonna go aggressive and whether or not they're gonna take the kills to the Indonesian squad. And actually, Kaupantek is in a really good spot, is already from behind, and that's gonna be the key player for Aljn. Kopiko Blanca is already out of the game, and this is trouble. Aljnbotz, if they cannot get out of this situation alive, this is the doom. That's already first place lost for them, and it is basically whether or not Justmoments could go for their very passive play. And still, no fights happening just yet, other than one of the members of Aljnbotz taken down. On the other side of the map, there's only 61 left instead of 64, so 3 people already out of the game permanently, already out of the tournament in terms of playing. Nades are going to start to fly across, so this is going to be whether or not Aljn can take over this Primos area, rather Primoris area.
It's gonna be really critical again for Aljnbotz. We're seeing a 3-way almost tied up here. It's anyone's ball game. Really sad to say, it's gonna be 4th to 16. It's gonna be near to impossible. Actually, it's almost impossible or impossible for them to catch up like that. But it's gonna be 40 points. This is the last game, and that 3 teams, it's anyone's ball game. Any good game in kill count would lead them the top place spot. And despite being in a dangerous situation here, Aljnbotz taking down 2, gonna be 1 against 3. It's gonna be really critical, because if they do get taken out here really early on, they will be losing that $400 chicken. There's gonna be one more member from MD, Miryan Dita, now in trouble, not even having a level 2 vest, and that's gonna be a nade through the window. Aljnbotz taking out the first squad in our last game for tonight.
What a nade from Madman, dude. Through the bars into directly under the last man left alive for that squad. Plus, they throw an extra Molotov down just to save him on the cremation. But 15 squads left. Wow. Man, holy moly. Hwang Yeji really saved the chances of Aljnbotz in this tournament by taking
Definitely.
down to, man. He's
Yeah,
been quite the quiet guy actually for the most of the time, but he's kind of the, in terms of Counter-Strike references, is kind of the Zipix of the squad, who's gonna come in clutch. He's not gonna be too noisy, but he's gonna come in clutch. But meanwhile, Illumi from the side, he's gonna finish off one.
That was really unfortunate for Sammy Dog, as he was surprised that he was getting shot, and he panically entered the vehicle but still went down despite of having some little cover in the vehicle. But the thing is, if you're in the driver's seat or even any passenger seat, you are a sitting duck, literally a sitting duck, and they would be aiming at you. And that's going to be a huge downside of having teammates being eliminated really early on. As you can see, our previous top 3 team, top 2 team, AN, now just running through hoping to get some info with that. And as you can see, BMG as well, using the vehicles, trying to get away from their previous area. And they're being followed by a team from Mongolia as well. Oh, that's going to be unfortunate. A team from Bangladesh ran over his fellow teammate. That's going to be really bad if they're in a bad spot. It's going to be open opportunities for some people to finish off and take that kill. And MT having a gun down with the BMG. Now some teams are just trying to run away, just yeeting out of that area. We're sorry, we're gonna leave you behind. That was 1 kill, but we don't want to be eliminated as a team. Now going forward with Likina now down as well. BliMade and his other teammate left alone in the vehicle. Just 2 of them just trying to go around, trying to just drive around, hoping to get a good spot, as they are not equipped for any combat. And there's gonna be our care package, and that's gonna be Team Australia. Kopt would be getting that AWM, and we all know that they're dead.
This is the last squad that you want to have an AWM, like, to be honest. But Teletubby's on the side. He's gonna take down one of the members of BMG, but yeah, the Australian squad getting the AWM is really, really worrying for the others. Like, if Kopt can get a 20+ kill game plus the chicken dinner, they can take first place, because they're so close to the other top 3 squads. They're like 10 points away. And if Aljnbotz, their squad, and the Justmoments squad do get taken out early, this could be a chance for them. But I do think that the chance already passed from last game, because they did not guard their flank properly. That means they're going to get punished from the other squad. Smoke is going to come out just to give a little bit of cover from Boss B, the boss himself of the squad. And MT just pelting bullets into this one.
He threw that into a barrel, bouncing back through their backside. I'm not so sure if they intended to do that. The thing is, Team Munzune, they are pressuring that Filipino team, BB, really hard. They are now trapped. They have nowhere to go but them being eliminated here. Now, as you can see, Munzune trying to have a better angle. He's trying to circle around, but the smoke there is Pop getting Teletubbies up, but Aljnbotz B trying to check out the backside. But the thing is, MT Autumn Abo getting that kill on Teletubbies, ending Aljnbotz B as well. So there's gonna be 2 down. Their last member is nowhere to be found, and they're gonna be ending the run for these 2 players of Team BB.
I thought Ebba would like just ram them with the motorcycle for a second, but he just broke in time. You know, don't want to be like that. Kurapika is gonna run over his own teammate, which is not what you want. It's like, this has happened too many times in this game. Like, running, guys, come on. PSA, don't run your teammate over, because you're gonna waste some meds. Come on. They left RulleT behind as well. Wow. Like, they really want this guy to actually just watch the rest of his squad actually frag out. He's gonna get rested by his teammate, but he's gonna waste some meds. But the circle gonna close around the river area here near Georgia Pole. So this is gonna be an interesting one. Look at how many squads are outside the circle.
Yeah, and with that, they're gonna be trying to get in as fast as possible. But the thing is, them going in is just a bad news because they're gonna be fighting teams who are already situated in compounds in the circle. They may be teams just gatekeeping the circle and trying to prevent any other team just entering just like that. We have seen teams just do that in the past few rounds, and it would be no surprise if they do it again. And now going to ruins, it's gonna be Team Bangladesh and Mongolia yet again, going from that high ground, just going down from that vehicle so quickly, so they can gun down two. There's gonna be two down. It's gonna be three in the side of Bangladesh. They're going crazy despite they have that surprise attack. They were the ones going down because they have other team members from behind. That's gonna be Ajraf Nafiu going out in the hands of ZR. That's gonna be unfortunate for them. They really initiated that attack to get that one member in ruins. But the thing is, ZR had the members behind them occupying the forest area, gunning down that team from below. That's a really, really smart play on not placing all of the members down there and having some members in the forest.
Okay, I like this positioning here from KOPT, or rather Kopt. There's like we've pronounced his name like 5 different ways at this point, but the squad is kind of in a split position. They're in a 2-2 buddy system type beat, as some people would say. But the shots are gonna start to come in. Panda is gonna hurt S7 Ring a bit. And from the side, they're gonna get shot as well. This is super bad for WinNie. Like, if they want to get out of this house, like they're gonna have to force themselves off of these walls, off of these frags from KOPT. And if they do not, nades are gonna start flying in that house, and they're gonna be forced out anyway. So they're gonna have to figure out an escape plan off of this. And KOPT, they're not scared whatsoever at taking the fight to the enemy team, despite vying for that first place by having a high kill game and having that chicken dinner.
Actually, I do agree with you. This is purely courage right there because them engaging really early on really risk losing some members and even risking of them being eliminated for the run of the chicken dinner as they are in the third place and not too far off for getting second or even the first place spot here in our tournament. And still, I like their aggression and bravery to still bringing the fight to the other teams and hoping to get this high kill game and landing this chicken dinner. As you can see now, Rosy Cheeks and company now in trouble, having his her car exploding just in the nick of time. She got out, and there you go, Kopt. Their captain goes down.
Yeah.
From WinNie, this is gonna be really now. Again, they're at the top 3. This is a really risky play again, but they do need the kills and also the win. And Aljnbotz team trying to give some support. And I think that's another Taiwan team. Let's see if that's true. But right now it's really risky for the hands of Kopt.
Yeah, WinNie already down in the dumps at the moment as he's getting collected by the rest of the Australian squad, and the third party is gonna come in, and this is the worst third party you could ask for. It is gonna be Aljnbotz's squad, the squad who could actually aim, the squad who could actually take the fight to you as well. And this is gonna be the sandwich strategy going on. That's gonna be the car zooming out. Okay, Mad Dog decides not to go for it and is just gonna spot the guy in between the walls. Panda is gonna take down Shooter Jiang, and there's already a down from the side of WinNie, but this is gonna be a problem. Anon gonna be the guy who's gonna be crawling. He's gonna get bro, and this is Mad Dog trying to get the guy near the tree area, and this is basically a equal situation for both of them, and that's gonna be Kopt stuck between a rock and a hard place because the rest of the squad is still near those houses. And look at Huang Yeji, he's just collecting kills for free. He is stacking these kills for Aljnbotz, and if they do decide to get the chicken dinner, he is definitely the reason why they have the win. And Anon gonna take down bro. He does get credit for the kill. And Kopt are now stuck in this building. This situation has now turned into them being stuck instead of the Taiwanese squad being stuck. Rosy Cheeks coming from the flaming car is gonna be taken down as well. Not just yet. Both of them are still down. 2 people still in the upstairs area if Kopt decide to go for the controlling strategy and going to the second floor and just forcing control from the other side. They could definitely do it. They're just gonna have to be careful. But Justice is gonna get 7 ring. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map is gonna be WinNie trying to look for these frags. Door is already open. The flash is gonna come out. It's not gonna blind WinNie at all, so it is gonna be on him whether or not they can get the frags. Shooter Jiang is gonna be taken down. He's gonna be on the other side of the building. The nade is gonna come out. That might take down 2. WinNie's on 44. He's gonna have to jump out. Panda barely saving himself from the nade, and the last person left alive on the Australian side is gonna be the person outside the door, and this is gonna be the push as well from the other side. Boss B, there's 4 people, 4 Indonesians here on this house, and that's gonna be Kopt annihilating WinNie. Oh my god, there's so many fights across the maps, and it's only phase 3. And Patty is gonna use is actually gonna use the snake strat, but it's not gonna work out. Boss B's squad is out. The first Filipino squad is already out of the picture.
And again, the fight Kopt had is just so risky but so rewarding, having 4 kills on the board. But I think it's still not safe for them as Aljnbotz and also Justmoments is still in the area. I really thought that Aljnbotz would be coming in for the kill as the third party, but when I saw the map, Justmoments as well, just up north. The top 3 teams are all together right now in this circle, and let's see who will come top because they have other teams still to have to worry about. And again, let me just go back to the scoreboards. Justmoments having 79 kills, 79 points, and Aljnbotz having 75, and Kopt with 61. Every kill would matter here. Every position, every point will matter when it comes down the line. And as you can see, Kopt having that AWM, we all know how deadly they are with that gun. And they're going to be holding out that compound that they got from Team WinNie. And the other teams are now just trying to get into the circle. We still have 12 other teams out for the running for that chicken dinner as we are going to be entering for phase number 4.
Yeah, ZE-TsnNeer, you're gonna have to get some better tires if you want to get some traction back in that mountain. Yeah, just get out the car, man. Just walk up the hill. It's not that hard. Oh, there you go, buddy. Get up that mountain. Get up that position.
I like how he tried like continuously for like a few minutes, like trying to rev up the engine, hoping it would
but look at the kill feed. Actually, Amin is gonna get one of the members here on BG, despite having 2 members left. They're still fragging out of their mind. So right now, the best situation here for the side of Kopt is for Aljin to eliminate some of the members here on Justmoments. And just like I said, Hwang Yeji is going to take down Rocky Gyms, and Hwang Yeji right now is coming in clutch for the Aljin squad. And look at this. This might be the pot shots that they need. The car is already blown up, so that is cover for the squad. Pot shots are going to start to come out. They don't know which direction it came from. But Rocky Jim is going to get the free res because there is a car right in front of him. Hwang Yeji trying to go for the reposition, trying to go for a different angle. Hopefully he doesn't fall into the water.
And he does.
Caster's curse. Caster's curse.
But the thing is, what I love about this, all the top teams are going at each other. They're not backing down from anyone, but from Team Indonesia taking out a Mad Dog. Yo, it's gonna be really, really bad for them as they having teams right behind them. And there you go, another team from behind now firing away on Team Justmoments, and 2 of them would be going down. It's gonna be really a good opening for Aljnbotz and company as well to take them out as well. Team Justmoments are now trapped in between 2 teams, and they're just trying to survive, hoping to get out of this ordeal, but they're getting shot from all over the place. One more member would be going down. The Hwang Yeji is still on fire, having with 5. And now they're gonna be trying to fight with MT with Justmoments, but Justmoments eliminating Munzune. But at what cost? He's the only member alive, and he still have Aljnbotz gunning for him on the other side. So it's really looking bad on Justmoments right now.
Yeah, but still, that is the play that only Justmoments can pull off.
Yeah,
they have the disadvantage in terms of position. and they're just like, okay, let's walk into the enemy team and just kill them all and just get their position instead. And yeah, they got it in the end, but just like you said, at what cost? The only member left alive for JM is Boss Sense, and meanwhile on the other side of the map in the summit of the Mountain of Death, just like we saw, it is going to be X Instinct is going to be taken down as Karma is going to be on top of this one. Unfortunate for the ZE-TsnNeer squad from Bangladesh. They did come across this squad. BMG not out of this just yet. The flash is going to come out, but Gaju is going to start to go for the push, and he's going to get that one as well. Karma's already going to be taken down by BliMade. The last person left alive, he's going to be on 18 HP. The push is going to come out, and that's going to be BliMade Gaming eliminated from the map. It is only phase 5. Then Denouvo is out of the question as well, as Kopt collects more and more kills. 19 people left alive. Not many squads, not many people left in this, and Kopt, compared to the other teams, they look quite healthy.
Yeah, and they're landing multiple teams again from multiple teams as well. Like they're dropping people left and right. That compound, that's their stronghold right now. They are winning in terms of kills. As far as I know, they are top 1 or top 2 in terms of kill this round, and they're just popping up. But the thing is that I saw the circle earlier. They're going to be having a hard time going in. That's going to be a really risky move. They're coming from Team Australia, but they managed to get to the tower despite that being really open. But the thing is, it's still kind of open through the windows. They cannot stay safe here in the hands of Aljnbotz. The top teams are still going at each other, but we still have other teams. Oh, Justice taking down the Madman. It's going to be really critical. It's going to be a window for them to push or just keep on them at bay. They can just hold them at bay, get your man up, stop shooting at us, and maybe we can fight later on. And they're just going to be holding that tower, but that tower is not really that safe. It's so open. The windows are too big. And now TG trying to fire down a team on Mongolia's side. And it's going to be Ed King taking out Illumi from a very, very far range. And he's still going at it, going back and forth with these two teams, trying and hoping to get a kill out. But there you go, TG spotting out Kopt in the tower from behind. So again, what I mentioned earlier, that tower is not really that safe. It's open in all angles as well because of the windows.
Yeah, definitely. And I do think they should just go prone at this point and just wait for the other squads to push them. But I don't think that is the type of I don't think that's the type of play that the Australians want to go for. They want to go for the in your face, where you're gonna go into you instead of you going into us. They're still 3 strong. The other Mongolian squad is on the other side of the ridge. They do still have some resource to go for. Meanwhile, Ghosty Boy is under the bridge, not being a troll, but he might actually troll out some kills here. That's going to be 1. Lacey is already down, but he needs to go for the finish. It's not going to be enough. The headshot is actually going to come out as well, and he's going to go underwater. And if PUBG does follow real physics, you can be somewhat bulletproof underwater, but I don't think that's going to be the case in terms of game design. But that's going to be the shots, and he is going to drown all the way down in the depths of the sea, as Ed King is going to get him in the end. And 16 people left alive as 7 squads are remaining.
The top teams are still up and running, but I don't know where just is. That last member, I think he's just hiding and hoping to get a good placement. And that's going to be 10 kills in the side of Aljnbotz team. That's just really crazy. But ZE-TsnNeer here grabbing a quick kill down the mountain and just trying to move forward. There's going to be Justmoments just below them. Now, one of the members of Justmoments just hiding, hoping not to get spotted by this team Bangladesh, and they're just beside them. As you can see, Aljnbotz here having 10 kills, trying to gun down and making sure this kill would count on their favor. And they even pop the tires on that vehicle. Now looking forward for another team. Team Mongolia is now in the sights of Team Philippines, and they only have 2 members left. They're just going at everyone. But again, Team Australia downing 1 more member, but there you go! From Team Mongolia, ending the Team Bangladesh right there with multiple nades popping up from their side. And as you can see, still Justmoments trying to survive, hoping not to get spotted still, and the circle is still in his favor. So the top 3 teams is still at it for the win. But the thing is, Australia needs to eliminate those two teams as quickly as possible, as they are real troublesome to get that number one spot. It's anyone's game right now, Sneaky. What are your thoughts right now? Who can take this win in terms of position right now?
Man, look at these positions from all of the squads. We have all of the top 3 in this small circle that we have. The only people that they have to worry about is the ones on the side, the ones on the right, the Indonesian squad still in this, as well as the Mongolian squad, Kurapika and Hyper Bullet. Still, rather, Hyper RulleT is on the side, and the circle just shrank. And look at how little cover it has. It is just going to be dependent whether or not they're going to get the high ground, or they're going to get like a random rock on the side of the road. Maybe a vehicle, maybe an exploded vehicle to get something going. So both RulleT, Batbayar going to try to go in. They are very near the area of the white circle. Kurapika is going to take down Anen. That's going to be a huge loss for the side of the Zopt squad. 10 kills now for ZR, and they cannot afford to lose any other member. They're gonna need to pick everyone up and just try to survive this next circle. Phase 7 is about to start, as the playing area is gonna be restricted. They're gonna have to start moving in. The smokes are gonna start to come out, but smokes, just like I said, it's not gonna be bulletproof, and Hwang Yeji is just gonna be pelting people from the north, from the south. He doesn't give one. And look at this. Every squad is actually scared of Aljin because they do have the only cover in the field. They do have the house, but that could be a weakness as well because they know exactly where they are. Plus, they could be also susceptible to these frag grenades that could just fly into the window and explode.
Oh, that's gonna be just moments. That's for sure eliminating them from the run of the chicken dinner, because the top 2 teams are still at it. That's gonna be Kopt and Aljnbotz. They're still at it. Now it's gonna be the deciding factor. Who will go out first? Will it be Aljnbotz or Team Kopt? They're just going neck to neck. There's still 4 teams left. One from ZR having 10. Now from Team Indonesia, TG having 2 as well. The smokes are everywhere. They have covered the area. They can now enter. They can garrison and contest. Aljnbotz here is gonna be really bad for his side. He's gonna be alone. That's gonna be his teammate trying to cross. He's gonna be gunned down. And Thuglice is now in trouble as his teammate has gone down from him crossing. Now trying to peek Aljnbotz. That's gonna be another 2 kills inside of Philippines. Them landing total of 13 kills. Can be the last 3 teams in ZR now trying to gun down Team Australia. One is down in the hands of Hype RulleT. Panda is down, and they know they are sharks smelling blood in the water. They know that Kopt is in trouble, and they're gonna be landing some third-party bullets from the side of that compound. And Hype RulleT still pressuring them, just being a really annoying and now in the side of Kopt. Let's see if they can get out of this one.
Yeah, definitely. Kopt cannot afford another casualty. Basically Aljnbotz is Hwang Yeji dragging the rest of the squad to the finish line if they can get the chicken dinner. This guy has 7 kills under his belt, and KOPT, they need to take this guy out. If they can't, if they take the guy out, if they take out Hyper RulleT first, they do get an extra point, but they still have the threat of having Hwang Yeji left alive. They have the advantage in terms of circle and in terms of cover as well. They have the only house in this field, and if they can take down Hyper RulleT, who's being very annoying for the KOPT side, but he's gonna be taken out. That's gonna be the AWM in action. That's gonna be KOPT versus Aljin, the interim second and interim third squad from the last leaderboard. And let us see. Aljnbotz gonna try to look for an angle. Madman is climbing up the fence. The spray is gonna come out for Anon, but out of nowhere, both of them just died, and that's gonna be the chicken dinner for Aljnbotz with the 14 kills. And I do think it's safe to say that they definitely won this tournament.
What a display of skill, map knowledge, and circle prediction coming from Team Philippines. That's just crazy, because earlier they were locked horns with Team Justmoments up north from this compound, when they are slowly coming down to fifth phase, sixth phase, they just decided, okay, we need to get that compound. And look what are the fruits brought to them by that decision, landing them the most important chicken dinner all throughout this tournament, still having all of the teams, top teams at the very end. Again, Team Philippines, Aljnbotz team taking that chicken dinner. And again, like you said, it's gonna be safe to say they're gonna be taking home that $400 chicken dinner. What a series of games.
Man, having this format of having two wrangle maps together really gave Aljnbotz a favor of having heavy frag games. Plus, they get the high placements. That means they're gonna have to catch up to Justmoments, and that really happened. And it is all thanks to Hwang Yeji. This guy saved this squad from certain doom from start to finish. From
True.
that first fight with the Indonesian squad to the last fight going into Kopt, or rather Kopt. And yeah, basically, if they're gonna name an MVP of this one, that's it. It has got to be him. He played super well today. He's been super clutch. He may have not have a big frags from the last game. It could have been Kopico Blanca fragging out as well. But in the end, where the kills mattered, it has to be Hwang Yeji in the end.
True. And you know what they say, it's what happens in those rounds. You may be cold in the first and fifth round, but at the very end, where, like you said, where it all mattered, he stepped up to the occasion, take the whole team on his back, and really went for it to take home that chicken dinner. There's gonna be a scoreboard up tomorrow or later on. And there's gonna be an open qualifiers tomorrow. Anyone can participate. Top 4 goes to where we're going here. Week number 3. There you go. Top 4 will go to week number 4. Again, guys, we're gonna be having an open qualifiers. Anyone can participate. Top 4 will go to week number 4. It's gonna be October 28th. Who will compete against the top 5 of week 1, week 2, and week 3? Again, that's gonna be really fun to see, as we're gonna be seeing top 5 teams coming from week 1, 2, and 3. And they're going to be all clashing all together in week number 4. And there's an open slot for anyone who wants to participate tomorrow and get the chance of getting that top 4 spot, competing in the final week of Chicken or Nothing. So with that said, we're just going to be waiting for the scores. And again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. And there's the final score of our tournament. Sneaky, can you run us down on our scoreboard?
Man, I mean, it's kind of expected. Yeah, Aljnbotz are gonna take first, and it is off the back of the performance of Hwang Yeji. Justmoments coming so close, but they got eliminated so early. Kopt as well, and despite having the top 2 finish, they're still gonna finish in third. And yeah, and this is just great games all around. We had like an Indonesian squad get the chicken dinner. I do think that was a Thuglice game TV, and they came close, but it wasn't enough. The points were already racking up from the last games, but what a set of games that we had today. Aljnbotz almost cracking the 100 points tournament point threshold, but man, everyone just did a great job. Everyone fragged super well. Everyone played like it's the end of the world, and yeah, that's basically a good job from everyone, every squad that joined, and everyone that watched. Everyone, it's not just even though most people would assume there's gonna be so much Pinoy supporters in the chat from Facebook. There's actually so much. There's actually so much Mongolian supporters, Indian supporters, plus the Bangladeshi supporters. Shout outs to everyone who watched this game, and man, what a set of games.
Yeah, I agree. Like, what an amazing run. Actually, it's one of the most fun weeks that we had from coming from 3 weeks. Coming from first week and the second week, we are seeing a top dog team just eating away the competition. But right now, the top 3 teams are just going at it round after round, throwing haymakers after haymakers, giving us all a great show all around on week number 3 of GLL Chicken or Nothing. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we all to see you next week, and to everyone who is interested to join the open qualifiers to be able to join the week number 4 to fight against the top 5 teams coming from week 1, 2, and 3 for that week number 4 final showdown. Again, I want to give a huge thanks to GLL for making this all possible. Chicken or Nothing, and especially to SpawnPoint for powering this. And look at the production work of our studio right now. Even though we're locked down, we are still in an amazing studio. Again, shout out to SpawnPoint and GLL, and to everyone who watched this broadcast. So, Sneaky, any final words before we officially close down week number 3?
I mean, what else can I say? I mean, shout out to everyone who watched in this amazing stream, amazing production, everything. And hopefully you guys tune into the next one. There's probably gonna be a next stream. There's gonna be some spicy PUBG action. Make sure you follow all the pages for GLL. And make sure to follow our pages as well. For Archer, I think it's Archer Perez with 2 Z's. In FB, mine's gonna be Sneaky Frog Casts. Make sure to follow us on our social medias to get us updated. Hopefully, we also do the next one, because it's been a pleasure, casting these games.
All right. Again, it's gonna be amazing. I hope you get to see Sneaky Frog as well in the following weeks. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. And that's gonna be it for week number 3, GLL Chicken or Nothing, powered by SpawnPoint. See you guys next week. Peace.